We're back with another cozy long play with commentary as I work on my Kidcore island today. I want to essentially create a little neighborhood with a flower field, so let's go ahead and get started. Hello everyone and welcome to today's video, and also a big welcome to my Kidcore Island sorbet. Now, I haven't shared this one on this channel, but if you have seen any of my streams, you might be familiar with the concept already, and it actually isn't my first attempt at this theme. So yeah, it's been a little bit of a struggle. Let me kind of explain what's going on. Essentially, as I hope that you can see here, I'm trying to create a mint and orange, and I guess yellow and white Kidcore Island. I've tried this theme once before, but then I took such a long break that I essentially forgot my plans and I forgot what I wanted to do and lost motivation for it. And then I decided to restart and work on a different island. But this mint and orange Kidcore concept just would not let go of me. And so here I am back with another attempt. And yeah, I'll show you around briefly before we get started. So the entrance so far is just the bare bones, really. We do have a little bit of like a playground, I guess, but it's not really finished just yet. I do have some fake buildings here. The main focus point, or like the main thing holding this island together, is quite obviously the pathing. This like mint path was essentially the entire thing that inspired this theme. I do have all the codes on my website. I have recently made a few changes, but I hope by the time this video is up that those will be reflected there as well. And then yeah, in combination with the sidewalk tiles there, that's really the selling point, I think. And it's much needed because there are no mint flowers, and I have noticed that that is a giant problem, but we're still gonna try and make it work. So I did build this little canal here. So there's just like the river mouth connecting. I'll show you the map in just a second. I've done this tiny section over here. We do have like an incline and a little bit more pathing. But also you'll see that none of these areas feel very complete, and that's because they aren't. I did start to kind of sprinkle around some vehicles here by the entrance, which I would like to continue all throughout the island. Maybe also some like scattered papers, just kind of make it a little bit more messy Kidcore, you know? And then I also have these little flower bits that I haven't incorporated all across the street. So there's like a ton of small things that I still need to do. This is just storage right here, for example. And then let's go over to this left-hand side. Once again, we're missing some flowers and vehicles and all that. And then I did start a neighborhood here with two villagers. We've got Hamlet and Flurry living next to each other. And there's also a tree still in the process of stunting. Let's see if I remember that later on when it is time to time travel. I actually kind of doubt it, but we'll see. Maybe me saying this will like tickle my brain and remind me later. This is kind of where it ends. Once again, very incomplete, nothing really to show. Like, I don't think there is a single frame on this island that is fully decorated, and it's been a little bit annoying because it feels just very, yeah, I don't know. It feels as though I can't really pinpoint the vibe that I want to do like perfectly. And I don't know if any of you have the same feeling, but sometimes it's like when you cannot like 100% finish a build, it doesn't feel like you've made any progress whatsoever. And that certainly isn't helping the inspiration. So, you know, this is actually the area that I just built very recently. It's not done either. It does still need some work in like the background, etc. But this is supposed to be a little bit of like a cafe spot and also some like canal cafe vibes. I was like sort of inspired by Amsterdam, I guess, but then make it Kidcore. But then again, we've got lots of nothing right here. And then here's some of the codes that I'm using. I was recently going through them and kind of making a few changes as well. And then we do have this street leading back here to the land bridge, and nothing yet again. It is definitely still such a big work in progress. But you know, I want to at least attempt to change that today, and we will tackle this area right here. And with that, let me also give you a view of the map currently. So this is what it's looking like. There is a lot of street code. A lot of this island is essentially made up of the street, which is good because it's pretty, but yeah, a lot of the areas around it aren't really decorated. We'll be working on this right-hand side today, or like the bottom right-hand corner, I suppose. And I want to try and create a neighborhood. As this is a long play with commentary, I will essentially work through this entire decorating process and take you along with it. So I hope that you have maybe a beverage of your choice. You maybe have I don't know, maybe even like a task or a chore all queued up. You might be working on your own island alongside. You might be playing some other games. You might be doing some things around your home, or like maybe even your garden at this time of the year. Or you might be at work or something. Whatever it is that I get to keep you company with. Yeah, I hope it's gonna be cozy, and I hope it's gonna not be too much of a struggle. Gosh, I love the coins so much just because of the villagers interacting with them. All right, so I have done a neighborhood in the way that I want to do today before on 2 of my islands, actually. One of them was my Let's Play Island Callan, which I think a lot of you have maybe seen something off before. And the other one was my 14-day challenge, I think it was Hokkaido. It was like a fall island. And I have done a neighborhood with 4 houses on both of them before, and I've always really loved them, so it feels like that would be sort of like a safe bet. You can see I've kind of already laid out some house plots, but I do believe, first of all, this one isn't 4 tiles. Oh yeah, but this one is. Okay, interesting. Don't know what Pasmaline did there. But I do believe that these might slightly change. We'll have to check this in a second. I'd like to, because there is a cliff in the background and it will stay the way it is. So it'll be this straight, but I kind of don't want you to see that necessarily. So I think we have to put in some work to kind of cover up that cliff. I have done some like fake buildings on this island with the retro transportation stops or the storefronts, but I don't think I want to do that if the front are like 4 houses, right? Whatever we do though, I think, you know, the first thing would be to get the houses to move. So I already had kind of a look at my villager list. My lineup is almost complete. Now, don't come for me, please. Stitches was an autofill, and quite obviously Stitches is perfect for Kidcore, but I did have someone else in mind, so Stitches still needs to leave and will be replaced with Nibbles, who is quite honestly perfect for the mint theme. But other than that, we do have the final lineup, and so far I only have 2 villagers built into the entire island where they're supposed to stay, I guess. So Hamlet and Flurry, they live together. And then I thought, because I have 3 frogs, I have Lily, Tad, and Cousteau, it might be really cute to kind of put those 3 together. So we're going to be working with the leftover villagers. That sounds really mean. But so essentially we'll have, you know, Nibbles, we'll have Sasha, Mint, and Biscuit and Joey, I think. Now, I would like to maybe avoid moving villagers later on because it always removes a couple of the items. So I don't think we'll include Nibbles. So I think the neighborhood would then be Biscuit, Joey, Mint, and Sasha, which is really nice because we have 2 villagers that have more of a like yellow-orange color and then 2 that are more like mint colored. So I think that'll work out really well because we can kind of do them, you know, like, I don't know, orange, mint, or the other way around. And then the houses can also reflect those changes. So I think this is probably a sort of good lineup. I will just kind of try and go with it for a second, and then we'll see how it goes. I already know that the house customizations are quite a pain with this color scheme. Because like we've got this option for the mint version, I guess, but that's pretty much it. Like there's, for example, this roof, which works relatively well, but then I don't think this like tree branch house or like tree stump house, I don't know, I feel like that doesn't quite fit the vibes because I've been going for a more city-esque aesthetic. But yeah. Okay, so I guess my thought here, I did think I would move the houses way further to the back. But then I was just thinking, I can already only place literally 1 tree here, which already limits me quite a lot, I think, if I can't layer them all that nicely. So I don't think we can actually put them any further back, especially considering I don't really want this to just be like fake buildings and like storefronts. And then also, wait, let me see if this can currently even be done if I were to reflect the layout on this side. Hold on, that's not the corner, is it? No, the corner is a tile further back. Okay, so there's like one tile in between, and that house starts where that one ends. Yes, okay, so this would be the corner, right? So we'd have 1, 2, 3, and 4. That's how wide these houses are. And then we got 1, 2, 3, and 4. Is that 4? That is 4. Okay, so this would be the layout, I guess. Okay, yeah, we do not have quite as much space as I'd hoped. I was thinking of doing like a flower field, which I do believe will be hard in and of itself because of the mint aspect, and there's no mint flowers, and you know, the blue flowers are very blue and the green mums are very green, so none of them really work all that well. But now it seems that we don't even have that much space anyway, which is a bit interesting, but you know what? It will be fine. I'm just gonna believe that it'll be fine. Oh wait, yeah. Where do we... Oh, okay, wait. Who do we place where? Biscuit, Joey, Mint, and Sasha. Should we start with the mint house here with an orange one? Maybe, because the street is quite mint colored, we'll start with an orange house here, then go mint, orange, and then we'll have a mint one on the outside. I do think that's nice. So yeah, I guess, I don't know, Mint or Sasha will go here. Biscuit or Joey will go here. Do I have a preference on who goes where? I actually really doubt it. I don't think I do. Let's maybe just work from like left to right, and we might get started with Biscuit. Okay, I don't think I had enough money. Nope. So I have to go to my ABD. For some reason on this island, my Nook's Cranny seems to not really be upgrading, and I kind of don't understand why. Because I'm pretty sure, like, I've had it before where like I barely purchased anything and it's still upgraded after the 30 days. I've done a lot of time traveling, and I'm pretty sure that I sold them like gold nuggets or something to get like the 8 million bells or however many I had. So I should also, and I have purchased things from them too, so I should have reached like the amount of money that you need to spend, and I should have also reached the amount of days that you need to time travel. But maybe I haven't. Maybe I've lost kind of sight of what I have done on this island and what I haven't. So you know, fingers crossed perhaps that my Nook's Cranny will actually upgrade today, because this is one of the only islands where that is kind of the goal. A lot of other times I would prefer for them to stay small in like the rustic wooden shop, but this time I want the orange, you know? All right, Biscuit is on board. What a surprise, I guess. Yeah, let's go. Let's see if that plan works out. I think what I'll do is I'll move them first. I might move all of them first and then do the house customizing. For some reason, I'm kind of picturing like a before and after shot in my head. Right, so Biscuit will go right here. I've been wanting to record this long play for a while now, actually, for like a few weeks, because I have the hope that it'll somewhat, you know, bring me into the flow of this island, I think. But then I couldn't, because then I got sick and I had a cold, and I sounded really nasally and very raspy, and it just, first of all, wouldn't have been great for a long play, but also, quite honestly, it probably would not have been a good decision to talk for, I don't know, usually it's about like 4 hours or something. It would have been a mess. So I procrastinated, or not procrastinated, I couldn't record it. I am procrastinating editing right now. I should be editing at this point, but you know, it's just, it was my hands, my fingers were itching to actually just decorate and make some island progress. And so, yeah, here we are instead. But I kind of like that, you know? Okay, this is also one of the houses that you can do, but I haven't been the biggest fan of like the round houses. Also those cracks around the door are a little weird. I feel like they were more visible when there was just a cloud. Oh yeah, there we go. That looks really weird actually. But yeah, I avoid using the like round houses, especially with something like city, because there's a lot of like gapping around the houses, where, you know, the other ones, the ones that are more like square shaped, I think, those don't have quite as many gaps, or like the gaps aren't as big. But yeah, I feel like there's probably no like purpose in waiting around. So you know what? We're gonna go skip to the next day. Now, remember how I said that I wouldn't know if I were to remember to stunt this tree over here? Well, I feel like I cheated a little bit because the starting screen actually had Hamlet walking around here. So, yeah, I remembered, sort of. I feel like I wouldn't have, if I'm honest, but you know. Okay, what sort of code did I have here? I'm not sure. Maybe this one. Oh, wait, now it's double. Okay, wait. Let's do maybe a cardboard print. This yellow one. Yeah, that's kind of cute. Yeah, so these are some house customizations I've used before. I quite like these. They're like the orange and very like dark mint. It feels weird because mint seems to be more the color of the street here. And then this is almost more of like a, well, actually, I don't even know what this is. Teal? No, turquoise is more blue, I think. But that's a general issue, honestly. There's so many different shades of this color, and it's really hard because all the items in game that you can get that are even remotely close to this, they all have different shades of this color. And so, oh my god, look at Hamlet. And so you just gotta work with what options you have. Yeah, so I suppose it's not just mint, it's teal, it's turquoise, it's emerald. I don't know. I don't know. It is a mixture of things. Okay, wait, I've already forgotten who I wanted to move. So we now have Biscuit living there. So let's maybe move, I think maybe Mint. I think I want to have Mint next to Biscuit. Yeah, let's go do that. Sometimes I wish that it just allowed you to kind of, I don't know, move a few different houses, or at least, I don't know. I think I'm picturing like a creative mode of some sort, right? But where you could just say like, okay, I want to move 4 houses in total. And then perhaps you can just kind of move them. You can put down their plots, or you can like mark the spot on the map, or however that really works. And then you do still maybe have to time travel the 4 days, or it would take like 4 days, but you can just do a little bit more planning. Like sometimes it's so hard to keep that motivation going if you have, like, if you decorate, if you're mostly focused on like the aesthetics of Animal Crossing and you use time traveling to get to that faster. Like each time travel takes around 4 minutes, I think. Like in my editing, it always takes like a considerable amount of time. And just to keep that momentum going of when you want to move some houses. Actually, wait, I wanted to not go to the ABD, but the Nook Shopping, because I always need more items, of course. But yeah, to keep that momentum going of when you were inspired to, like, for example, create a neighborhood, but then you have to be patient enough and resilient enough almost to, you know, move one house at a time and always take a few minutes in between. And then I sometimes just feel like, you know, you might have an idea of what to do, but by the time that you actually get to working on it, it might be gone. That idea might have, you know, flown out the window. But yeah, that's, I guess, why, okay, Mint was ready That's why this long play is good, and also why I personally like to watch long plays when I decorate sometimes, because it allows you to get more in the zone, I think. And so I'm genuinely hoping that, you know, we'll still remember what we wanted to do. Okay, should Min move here? Let's actually see that for a second here. Yeah, I think this is kind of the spacing that I have done previously though, so we'll go with it. We will go with it. Also, a short moment of appreciation for my outfit. I don't know if I remember who this creator was, but this is, I'm gonna check and put it on the website if I find it. But like, how freaking adorable is my outfit, please? This is like one of the reasons why I just want to make this island, you know? I just want to make it work because I want to have a DA where I run around in this dress. It would be adorable. I'm not gonna lie to you. It would make me squeal every time I see it. Okay, ooh, lock steaks. Great recipe to get because we don't all get that from the tutorial. Thank you very much, Animal Crossing. Really useful. I don't know, sometimes I don't understand why they didn't lock certain things, like why you can still get them later on in the game, but you know. Okay, with Hamlet running around in the background, we do still have 2 more houses to move, so I'll get right on that. Okay, I should probably also pick up these orders because otherwise I will end up with just like 300 boxes of shipments that I need to unpack one by one. Which, I don't know, it can be therapeutic, but a lot of times this is more, it's more tedious than anything. Okay, so I've ordered a bunch of simple panels. I've ordered all of them in the white customization, I think, though. So I will go actually and add some of those like light brown ones because those I've also been using. There we go. At least they're not too expensive. That's nice. Okay, and maybe I should just go into Nook's Cranny, see if they have anything that I would need, and just purchase something. Oh my god, Stitch is also running around. I'm gonna be really sad to see Stitches go. I will say that. I really do think he's absolutely adorable. It's just that, you know, he's been an autofill and I had this entire plan. I've had very cute items today, by the way. I had this entire plan with like mint and orange and yellow villagers and, you know, it's just, it doesn't perfectly fit. So it's just really unfortunate. Okay, I'll buy the sofa too. It's orange. It's not Kidcore necessarily, but I might be able to kind of twist it into that, with surrounding bits, or like I might use it in an interior or something. Anything here that I might need. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna get this wallpaper, and I'm also gonna get the yellow wallpaper because I mean those might work. Yeah, and then let's hope that that's, I don't know, maybe this pushed me over the edge, you know, maybe we'll have a big shop soon. Are you also currently working on an Animal Crossing island? It does not have to be like right at this minute, but are you still playing Animal Crossing? If so, I would love to know what you're currently working on. Like let me know your theme, but also quite literally let me know like the actual area you're working on. Like, is it a neighborhood as well? Or are you working on like a farm, or are you maybe not playing Animal Crossing as much? In that case, I'd love to have any other like game recommendations, you know, send them my way. I do seem to be very hyper fixated on Animal Crossing once again. I spent like 2 days last week just playing for, I feel like 8 hours straight, which was a little bit wild. So I might not really get to it. Oh my god, look at that ice cream. Delicious. But I would absolutely love to know. Okay, we have Biscuit and we have Mint in their respective places. So next up, we'll talk to Joey. Oh, actually no, we'll talk to Biscuit. I wanted to show you a reaction today, but now I can't remember what it was. It was that one. If you forget something, use mistaken, just like that. Oh, poor Biscuit. Sometimes it's fun to do it just because where does that star even come from? Very, very good question. Very good question. I actually really like this one. This is very cute. Whoopsie. Thank you, Biscuit. Appreciate that. Yeah, go take your... Oh, Mint is mesmerized by the pipe. Go take your ice cream out of your pockets and continue eating that. Great. Okay, Tom Nook, yet again, another conversation. Let's go. Okay, this time Joey. He was feeling quite under the weather. Oh, this isn't a good day to bother him with this. Let's talk to him about relocating after he's recovered. Oh, that's really unfortunate. Okay, well, wait, who did I just move? Mint. See, that's what I mean. And I forget. I already forget. My brain is, I don't even know. It can't hold any information for more than 4 minutes, apparently. Okay, we'll go ahead and talk to Sasha instead then, and then we'll make sure to stop by Joey's place because we don't want him to feel bad. But also, let's be honest, you know, we need to get this neighborhood going. So it's very important that he feels much better very soon. Okay, so, not Joey, but Sasha. Okay, that seems to work. Perfect. I don't even know if I have any medicine, so I might have to return to Nook's Cranny, but you know, that's another purchase. That's another step closer to that big orange shop. Perfect. Sasha also on board. Very surprising turn of events that they just, you know, are okay to do whatever I want. All right, let's go ahead and do that. Right, so let me focus on this task first because Sasha now needs to move to the outside so I don't mess that up. Because I could see myself doing that. Okay, wait, a little further back, please. Yeah. Oh my god, stitches. Let me see that, maybe. Okay, not too bad. Let's go do that. Yes, please. All right, I picked a new place for Sasha's home. And now Joey isn't feeling great. He is the only one missing right now. Oh, do we think I should have placed the houses closer together maybe? Because we don't have that much space. Oh, I will have to kind of see this maybe if I've customized the houses because, you know, technically I do think I might be able to move like these front houses a little bit further like inwards. But that also might be a little bit much. It might be a little bit much. I don't know if you can still get them into frame. I think so though. Like all things considered, right? Like it's not going to be perfect, but like I don't think I want to have a platform. And then I do think like you can get the houses into frame like this. Yeah, that probably works. Okay, let's check if I have some medicine for cutie Joey. He was just out and about a few days ago, wasn't he? I feel like I saw him on the bridge because he was running through the coins, correct? I think so. Okay, I only have fish bait. I don't think that works quite the same. Okay, let's go to the shop once more. Oh, hi Tad. Gosh, a lot of my villagers seem to have the play hobby, which is, you know, absolutely perfect for this theme. I could have maybe bought more than one, but I guess I'm more of a let's just tackle one thing at a time sort of thing. Okay, let's go through the pipe. Because this is actually where my shrub storage is. So I just have a few shrubs waiting for the decorating portion. And it's also where I store some of the houses, like Joey's. Oh my gosh. Look at him. Oh, poor Joey. My brain's foggy, legs are wibbly, head's all clogged up. I'm like the living definition of total blob. My gosh. Medicine? Did you bring that for me? Thank you. I did. I actually purchased it for you. Specifically for you. Huh. That doesn't taste like snacks, but it doesn't taste bad either. I already feel a little better. That medicine was amazing. I want to say thanks. Here's a bold Aloha shirt. Joey, you really know what I love. Thanks so much. You made a total downer of a day. A not total downer of a day. I'm glad. I'm very glad. And you know, we'll talk to him tomorrow about moving that house. And then I guess he can sort of repay us by just, yeah, moving to where we want him to move to. Oh yeah, shopping. This was actually an accident, but you know, now that I'm here, are there any like chairs and tables that I should maybe order? Because I know that I was decorating that, oh wait, I already ordered the simple panels. Never mind. Never mind. Time is a lie. Time is a concept that makes no sense. So we'll just, you know, skip to the next day. Okay, let's make sure to pick up these orders and then maybe I can attempt, I can start my second attempt at ordering some chairs and tables. Although I don't really know which ones I need, if I'm honest. And like a lot of the ones that I probably need are not really ones that you can order, but you have to craft them, you know? Oh, but see, I remember I definitely would want to have more of these Moroccan footrests because I think I only had one. I don't know about the rest of this. The ranch? Is the ranch furniture something? Oh my gosh, is that something you order or something you craft? I don't know right now. Let's check my storage shed and just see how many of those I even have. Maybe I don't need them. Okay, I definitely need the ranch furniture. I have like one brown here. I don't think you can customize them, so they must be something you order. And I don't have any of the Moroccan footrests. Okay, I do have a lot of the boxy stools though. Right, so let's go and maybe order some ranch chairs and some Moroccan footrests in yellow. Let's see if that works. Ranch chair, perfect. Oh yeah, 2,600 bells. I wonder how they decided the like value of each item. Because like, first of all, there's so many items. It must have taken forever to like value all of these and decide. At least I think so. And then sometimes it feels a little bit random as well. Like a lot of them seem to be quite good, but some of the items seem to be a little bit random. Okay, Mint is checking her phone. Sasha is at home right now. Stitches is running around. I think Stitches just wants to grab like as much screen time as he can because he might know that he's not staying, perhaps. Okay, let's try this with Joey again. Let's see if he feels a bit better today. I hope so. I hope the medicine worked, you know. Let's talk infrastructure, please. Okay, Joey, attempt number 2. Okay, perfect. So now it works. Nice. So he's feeling better. Very, very good. Ooh, this is also quite filled. I'm just gonna go grab all of it because who knows? Maybe, oh wait, actually I'm not gonna grab all of it. Never mind, I will do that later. See, because I've been grabbing things from my mailbox, but then I haven't unwrapped all of them and I haven't put them in my storage. So that's why these pockets are completely full. That DIY recipe I already knew, right? Yep, okay. Now I can throw all of that in my storage. I should probably throw the DIY away. But, you know. Oh, I did also, wait, I do have my garbage bin. Which, yeah, let's go throw that away right now. So, ABD and garbage bin might be useful here and there. Here we go. Then let me toss away that DIY. And now with Joey's kit, Mint might have to move a little bit out of the way, but we can finalize that lineup right here. Oh, cute. You think Stitches is saying goodbye? Gosh, why am I breaking my own heart with this? There we go. I do think that's a good spot. Time will tell, you know? I don't really know, but let's hope. Let's hope it is anyways. Okay. Shall I check the store real quick? Yeah, I've decided I will. Let's go. Okay, some interesting things today, although we do have a matching candle. This is definitely mint colored, so I do appreciate that. And you know what? I'll get the towel. We might do a little beach build at some point. I have been not really super hyped about building on the beach. I've basically always tried like avoiding it. But who knows? I think Kidcore might be cute for beach decorations. But yeah, I'll see if like there's any inspiration later on. I'm not gonna like specifically plan anything for the beach right now. All right. So all the houses are now in place, or you know, Joey's isn't just yet. So I'm thinking, do we move another day so that we get the full-on before and after? But you know what? You know what's gonna happen? The next day is gonna be a rainy one. All my luck and stuff. Yeah. No, actually, let's manifest it's gonna be sunny again. We'll see. We'll see. All right, I will actually ignore the mailbox now because we've got more important things to do and to focus on. Let's get that picture going. Also, we did manifest the sun. Look at this. Look at this. Okay. Right. So there is a bit of gap. There is a bit of a gap between the houses, but at the same time, wow, Lily with her glasses looking very cute. Okay, truth be told, I don't think this before and after will be quite as dramatic as I would maybe want it to be, because the houses are already kind of color-coded for the specific villagers. It's just a little bit of a matter of the shape of the house, I think, and maybe having a slightly different preference. But yeah, I don't know. Let's go talk to the villagers about their house customizations, and hopefully we'll find some good things here. Flurry, meanwhile, enjoying the concert. Okay, let's actually start with Biscuit once again, and maybe also work our way like left to right. And I will definitely try not to overcomplicate this, because I tend to do that with house customizations. Okay, we'll definitely start with the exterior. I will not be decorating the interior today. I think I still might at some point, but definitely not today. Okay, now I will say I quite like his roof type and color because I mean it is very fitting, and this is called turquoise, by the way. So maybe we can try and keep that and like keep the house shape, but then we would need to have something orange just to kind of go with maybe him, like his coloring, I guess. Kind of works, you know, orange siding and the turquoise roof for like his, you know, body and then his ears, I think. And then maybe we can also do like a white door because of his eyes. I don't know what type of door we would want to have though. This seems very, I feel like it doesn't fit with the siding. This may be a little bit too rustic. I do have this door plate, by the way, which I quite like. There's a light green rustic door, which feels a bit fitting. I mean, this door I think is good. This door, or also maybe the white common door is good. This one I always like to use when there's like a wreath, but I feel like the wreath options for this color scheme are also quite limited, so maybe not. And then of course I did love this one. Oh my god, this is even a completely different color as well. Cyan? Is that how you pronounce that? I'm not sure. Interesting. This one could work well too. I maybe like this one. Well, if this feels maybe fitting with the windows. Let's maybe try this one because I feel like one of the others might have the cyan vertical panes door, and then we don't have that one for this, so it's still kind of all very different. So I think we'll try to go with this for biscuit. I don't know if the siding works all that well because I don't know if this is the exact type of orange that we want, but I kind of prefer the cobblestones to the stucco because the stucco just feels a tad too like cottagecore maybe. So we'll suggest this one for biscuit. Perfect. We will leave the interior as is for now. And then we will go ahead and talk to Mint next, I think, right? So many dialogue options just to get to where you want. Mint, please. Now, I don't want the houses to be like too repetitive, especially when they're next to each other. Oh, this is also interesting, but then I feel like all the siding options for this type are a little bit too rustic or then very like themed. Yeah, but I don't want it to be too repetitive. So we did just use like this house shape for a biscuit. I feel like there is a good option. Okay, so it does have a stucco version. I think the light blue cobblestones might work out, especially if like maybe we can combine it with this type of roof. And then I don't know if maybe some of the door options could, where like maybe this could work. That's a very mint looking house, I think. This feels like a tad different in terms of the coloring. But then, I mean, we could also make it like this type of siding, which this one comes with the very pretty green tile roof, which works really well in combination with the nooking door plate and also that like cyan door. I really am hoping that that's how you pronounce that. But then siding wise, I feel like this one's a bit more complicated because I quite like the orange and I quite like the yellow, but I don't want to do that for mint. I guess we could go for light gray because I have been incorporating a little bit more white, But I will also say it looks a little bit like cold almost. And I don't think that that's what I've been doing on this island. The white striped siding, I'm not sure. This one might be fine, but this one does really not have like any sort of like even remotely close to kind of mint colored siding, which is kind of annoying. But so maybe like this would be an option. This would be a different siding to biscuit, right? I would maybe want to do this type of siding for someone. But then also, I feel like one of them could maybe keep this one. I don't know if like Sasha would have this one maybe. Not with the door and door plate, but maybe this siding. And so Mint does have this. Perhaps not with the door plate either. Perhaps just the door itself. And then, let's see. If this one were to have a white door, maybe, would this work? Not perfectly, but sort of. Okay, we could maybe just go with like a white roof. We could also lean into a slightly, but I don't love, because I think that's what it currently is for Sasha. I don't love the mint with the yellow. Like, I think that is a little bit too much. That is a little bit too much. But yeah, this doesn't work, I don't think. I feel like these two are kind of like the mint options. They're so different though. They're really different from each other. I don't know if I love that. Especially, again, because I feel like this one is very city with like the brick siding. And then this one here feels very like more rustic, I guess. What yellow options are there? Because I think this one is good, right? For like a yellow siding. We'll probably have two of these houses like next to each other. Because the yellow ones here are also not that great. So I guess the decision is just where do we want the houses to be like the same when they're next to each other? Like in the back, like in the center, or like on the right hand side. Maybe on the right hand side is better, so we'll go with this for Mint. We might give her a tiny bit of a different door though. Like maybe this one. Although, does that fit? This doesn't feel Kidcore, does it? Is there anything very like orange that we can use just to have like a little bit of the orange vibe for some of them? I did just use this door for Biscuit, did I not? You know what? Let's still do it. I feel like I need to see it at least once, and then we can make like more changes from there. But maybe I just need to kind of see them all come together first. I don't know. Let's talk homes again. And then actually we'll go to, not to Joey, but we'll go and talk to Sasha. Because I need to do the other siding for him before I forget. We should go do that. Maybe I also shouldn't remove them so much. Like, I feel like maybe Biscuit's exterior is nice because it kind of combines some of the mint and the orange. And then maybe if I remove them too far from each other, like that might not be the best idea either. So wait, I think I did this here, right? This one with the roof. And then the door. Yeah, because like, you know, this is just the I don't know, cyan. What is this called? Green. Great. They're basically the same color, but this one's green. But yeah, I guess let's see. Okay, and now we'll talk to Joey. I think I may have put exactly the same type of houses next to each other. But then maybe with the like mint yellow kind of way, it was bound to happen. Right, so I kind of don't want it to be the roundhouse. I think it might be this one, just because it has a really nice yellow option. It feels like somehow I should use this roof here too, but that probably doesn't make sense because I have been like making them all very different. Oh, see, this also does come with the beautiful yellow option, but shouldn't use that because it's going to be on the one next to it. Okay. What about in this case, perhaps with the door plate? Because that's a cute one. That's a cute combination. It's just going to have two, the roofs are going to be the same. I could already tell I'm not going to like that. Okay, but we'll try it. We'll try it. Let's suggest that. And then that's all the houses. I am also broke now, at least in my pockets. My bank account is fine still. So let me go replenish that right now before I forget. And then, honestly, we'll just go ahead and time travel right away because I need to see these houses, right? And there we are again. Oh, okay, no, there's clouds. I was like, is there not a single cloud in the sky? Hello, Flurry. Wow, very busy plaza. Hello, Lily. I have a reaction I can teach you if you've got time. One time, I heard a tragic story that left me feeling terrible. Now that I'm looking back on it, I'm getting sad all over again. In case you missed it, that was an example of sadness. It comes in handy when you're down. Ooh. Yep, you know what? It's true. It's true. Sometimes if you feel sad, like a good cry. Wow, it's so busy. There's Tad and Mint, I think, just waved at each other across the different levels. It's very cute. Biscuit is going fishing. I don't know where. We had Flurry here. We had Lily here. It's really cute. Having like a busy plaza like that is very cute. Ooh, okay. Right. I will say right away, I don't like the house in the front left. Now, I was just thinking, I would have to completely remove this siding, but what if I make all of them the same type of house? Like they're all this house and all with the same type of roof. Some of them do have, I think, maybe like an orange. I think there's like an orange and a yellow option. But then this house would also be like a very bright orange. There's two of the same doors here, which I don't love. Okay, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna take a quick picture of this with my phone. because that way I can pull it up when I'm back in resident services and then adjust those things accordingly. Oh my god, that's so cute. This is why I need to finish this island. Or not even finish it. I mean, let's not get ahead of ourselves, but just like work on it, you know, just like work on it, watch the villagers squeal over their cuteness. Like, if that's not bringing joy, then I don't know what is. Okay, let's do 50,000 because I'm gonna need a little bit more. I'm gonna essentially have to talk to Nook about every single one of the houses again, I think. Actually, no, wait, maybe just the 2 left ones. I lied. I lied, I'm sorry. Okay, let's talk homes. And then we're gonna talk to, well, once again, we're gonna get started with Biscuit. Biscuit, there we go. I feel like I have an idea, and it's making me be a little bit more quiet right now because I'm trying for the idea not to leave my brain. So let's move quickly so that I don't forget. Okay, so this type of siding, I want to have this roof. I do want it to be orange though. And then I think, so Joey has this door, right? I have the cyan door for Sasha, and I think I'll have the same one for Mint. I love this combination, by the way. I feel like I might do this one again somewhere else. But I don't think we should have this door too often. So I think we'll go, I mean, this would be fine because I think I'll be changing Mint's door. Yeah, okay. We're gonna suggest this design. Yes. Okay, gosh, all of that conversation just to get to this point. Now, the sad part is, once again, that we don't really have any siding that works really well with like that mint or turquoise. So I guess there's like 2 possibilities. I don't want the siding to be like quite, I mean, not this. I don't want the siding to be like yellow or orange, but I was thinking, what if we make this roof either, I guess, an orange or a yellow tile, and then we get like a little bit of like a cross color sort of vibe going. I do think we definitely would need to make this door this here. And then I guess the question is, which siding do we want? I mean, I don't think this one fits, does it? Either it'll also be this one, which is the one that Sasha also has. We could do this one too, or we do lean into kind of this here, and just those 2 houses are gonna be like a little bit more around the white color, I guess. I think I may want to try that. I don't know if the plan will work perfectly. I don't know if it'll all look really weird maybe. but maybe this is worth a try. Maybe even with the orange. Let's try orange just to kind of trying to introduce like a little bit of like a warmer tone somewhat, I think. And then yeah, okay. We'll see. I was very sure about this like 2 minutes ago. Now I'm very unsure again. But you don't know until you see it. So another time travel. And of course today it's raining. Can we judge the neighborhood accordingly? Okay, Joey and Biscuit are out and about. Okay. You know what? It's raining. Duh. But I think this might work. I feel like it kind of works with the pathing. It feels kind of like that playful enough style and vibe that it may just work. It may just work. Now, I don't know if it's weird that like basically the 3 houses on the left are all the same siding and then this one is different. If it were better if we changed this one and this one just siding wise. But I also feel like that probably is just overthinking it. So, I may instead just kind of work with this. Now, we should go back to kind of a sunny time though. We should go back to a sunny time. Yeah, you know what? Let's go do that right now. I'll just jump a couple of days backwards and then we can finally start that decorating. Okay, much better. Now, I would say let's try, what is Flurry doing? Oh, is she working out? Okay. Let's try with all of these villagers and Red roaming around. You know what? Let me talk to Red real quick, because you know, all those villagers are probably enough to block my path a few times, and maybe Red shouldn't join that party. Yeah, great. I'm in. Sounds perfect. Definitely not sketchy at all. Okay, perfect. There we go. Right. So. Oh, yeah. No, I like it. I think I like it. It looks kind of like, you know. Oh, hello, Biscuit. Oh my god, stop. That's so cute. It looks like I intentionally wanted them to look like this, but I like that vibe. I don't know if that makes sense. Adorable. Biscuit, you're absolutely adorable. Okay, so here's my thought, right? We do need to add some flowers to the pathing, but I might do that later. I want to focus on like this part first. I don't really know what to do with the path options because, so I do have this one here, right? This like flower path. And I think I want to use that because like the flower vibe is kind of what I want for this area anyways. But it obviously is white. It's neither orange nor is it mint. And I feel like the mint vibe is going to be the hardest to kind of achieve in this part simply because if I use flowers, I can only really use yellow, orange, and maybe some white flowers. So we really have to try our hardest to at least incorporate some of the mint vibes. Other than that, I've been trying to kind of, because Kidcore comes with so many possibilities, it's kind of ridiculous. Like it actually has me a little bit overwhelmed. So I've been trying to not be too perfectionist about it because there's just no limitations, right? I've been working on one island that's inspired by a TV show. More specifically, I've been working on a Bridgerton island with my friend. And with that one, obviously, you always need to try and make everything accurate to like the show. Or then I've been working on a film studio island. And with that one, obviously, you kind of always need to have the different areas like serve a purpose of some kind. But with Kidcore, like you just don't have that. And so it can just be very overwhelming because like you could technically do everything, like absolutely everything. And that can just be, oh wait, let's go put that there. That can just be a little bit too much, and it can lead to me just overthinking every small detail. So I'm gonna try my best to not do that today. I'm gonna try my best not to completely obsess over small details and things that people will probably not even notice if they were to kind of look at my island, you know? So I think I'm gonna lean into the flower path for now. I'm gonna see if I can just create little flower patches in front of their doorsteps. Let's try and maybe do that the other way around. Yeah, I'm gonna try to create little flower patches in front of their doorsteps. I want to definitely plant a whole bunch of flowers. And then we may need to focus on trees for a second there and some fencing. I have only done one other like small, tiny, it's not even a neighborhood, but I mean, you might have seen it earlier. But it was over here. I'll run there. It's basically on the other side of the island, but you know, if I run, it's fine. So I've only done this, right? This is Hamlet and Flurry's place. They've got kind of like a toy, almost like a flea market. They're just kind of giving some old toys away. That was like the idea behind this. And I've done these tiles, which I've also done for the cafe that I've built. And I really like this because it allows me to kind of bring across that like mint vibe and also that messy Kidcore vibe. But I don't want to do that for this neighborhood just because it feels like that wouldn't perfectly fit. But obviously that creates some problems because I can't quite bring that many codes into it. So yeah, we'll have to see. But definitely the flower doorsteps. I also would like to include their pictures in front of their houses, so I might have to get those in a second so that I do not forget. And then I think, I don't know if maybe we can do like a little picnic here in the center. That would be really cute, maybe. But I don't think I have tassels, but I can get those. That's not a problem. I can get a little tassel code in a second. And then some trees. I think we should have some things that create like a little bit of height. Okay, that's not gonna go in the right direction, but there we go. This and, oh right, messed it up. This and this. Okay. Right, so I want the vibes to stay relatively natural with this one. I'm gonna turn on the island designer real quick. When I say natural, I just mean like, you know, not like the tiles or like a street stone path or code in the center. I do think we need something in the center that creates a little bit of extra height, I think. So I'm gonna have to do a little scroll through my stuff here. I have a lot, by the way, just to see if there's anything that could work. So there are some things that we might use in front of the houses just to get like the pictures put on top, like the mushroom platforms. But yeah, when I did the previous villager like neighborhoods, should we do like a tank in the background? Oh, that might be a good idea just because I don't have that much space for trees. But yeah, when I previously did like the neighborhood, I always had like this centerpiece, which was like maybe like a fountain sometimes. So many of the items that there are in the game, like it probably does not make sense to create such a natural neighborhood. Now that I'm looking at all this, it feels like that was probably stupid, but whatever. Whatever, we'll make it work. Some plants? maybe I kept, or like I got some of the winter variations because the winter ones always look quite mint colored. Some street lights, some sorbet lamps. I might work with a tree also. And yeah, I love these shells here. Like they are one of the reasons, that one, or like the plushie item, and I guess the pathing. I feel like those are the two main reasons of why I am making a mint island at all. Just because, you know, there's no flowers, so it feels weird to do this color scheme, but yeah, here we are. Party lights? Maybe not. Maybe it would be cute, but maybe not. I don't know. Okay, that might be the things I can kind of test for now. Oh, I wanted it maybe, oh, we can do some gyroids maybe. Right, I want to test some fencing, I think. Maybe the park fencing, or maybe the lattice fencing could be cute. And then I wanted to get some of the fence items, which I do hope I still have some of. Yes, okay. Okay, and then because I do think I'll use those a lot more. Oh, I don't think I can order something today because I time traveled backwards, didn't I? Oh, I can. Never mind. Okay. I must have not ordered something that last day. I'll just get a bunch of these fences because I will definitely need these. Okay. Right. We got some flower patches. Just always kind of circling sort of to the houses. And then on previous neighborhoods, I always just had like a centerpiece somewhere here. And then the path would kind of, there would be like patches of pathing pretty much like everywhere. Which I could still do, but like I said before, I kind of don't want to increase or like escalate those like white flower vibes too much. Now, something I could also do is like a bit of a pond situation. But maybe that would be better suited for the frog neighborhood, right? That might be better there. Okay, I did get the tank, so I just wanted to kind of see, all right, and I still have some other stuff with me. I just wanted to kind of see that, because color-wise, that's really cute. I think we maybe could just include that somewhere as like, you know, a bit of a filler in the right color. I don't know if I love the reflections of the sun. I don't think so I did want to kind of create this island for around like 3 p.m. time. I don't know what that does to kind of the simple panel reflections though. I mean, it seems okay. It seems okay. Okay, so some of the things I got. The tank wouldn't be for the center. The kids tent might be. Oh my god, imagine we could put like a custom design on the kids tent. How amazing would that be? Okay, seems to be a little bit of a different customization. Definitely clothesline poles, yes. I guess the other idea that I had was like the party lights arches, but these again seem to be sort of rustic, and I'd probably have to place them more like behind the houses. Like, let's say more like here, right? So they're sort of connecting the houses in between. It's kind of like they're hung between the houses. See, that could be cute, but I feel like that's more cottagecore. I don't really see that for this sort of theme. And then I obviously brought some fence for behind the houses, and I brought some clotheslines. I brought some fencing, not just the fence, but I brought some fencing. Ooh, very different. Oh my god, look at that in comparison with the door and the roof. That's what I mean. Oh my god. It's so annoying. Why can't it always be the same shade? That would be so good. Okay, we might work more with this one here then. I sort of feel like a little bit of a pond moment would maybe be really cute. I kind of want to make sure that I still maybe plant like a tree. I'm gonna steal this one here just so I can try around with the tree sizes and where certain things like fit. But so like if I were to place a tree in the center, I do not think this one can be one, but I think the one in front could be. Yeah, okay, so this can't be one, but then this one here can. Right? Right. So, you know, we could do like just a tree there at like the center of the neighborhood, kind of. I think that would be fine. And then we gotta just kind of work on some surrounding bits. Like we just want to frame it nicely because it feels empty right now. That's what, you know, because it is also. But so I feel like if we have some trees in some different places, that would like tremendously help already. And then we're gonna have some trees and stuff in the background too. But then maybe we don't overdo it. Maybe we don't overdo it. Okay. What if we try and kind of lean into that sort of picnic idea that I just had before? And then I do have this plank design that we might also try out. Maybe let's not do a symmetrical blanket. Let's maybe do one here. Stitches. Really getting in his screen time. Where does Stitches live? Oh my god. Stitches lives in a completely different area. He literally can't even get down from there. So he made sure to spawn by the resident services and then just so he can run around and get the screen time that he deserves, you know? I mean, he is perfect for Kidcore. I am kind of glad that that we can at least see some of it. Okay, now it's symmetric again. Right. Depending on how big I make it though. Like if I make it like this, it would need some tassels on the side, and then that's basically all the space that we have. That's a bit extreme. We could also do like a layered blanket maybe. Maybe a layered blanket is kind of a good idea. So we'll do this one and then maybe... Ooh, I don't know. How does that one look in combination? Very messy. Very messy. Don't know if I love it. Don't really have too many other options though currently. I mean, I could always get something else. We could, of course, also make sure that we use both of like the checkered ones. And then maybe we do like orange here and we do this one here. I feel like I don't mind that one too much. Right. And then I don't think we'll have room for the, oh wait, large young is good, right? I don't think we'll have room for a potential pond. Because like, let's just assume this is a tree. Then we'd have to leave room for it. And the pond would have to be like adjacent to the picnic blanket. But then I think, you know, wanting this to be a little bit more of a natural, like flower covered sort of area. I doubt that we have that room. I very much doubt that we have that room. Okay, let's grab some fruit so that we can stunt these. And then, okay, what should I do first? Let's grab some fruit. There we go. So maybe I just kind of put down some fencing. In the front part. So we just Yeah, we'll break this up later, I think, but just to get like the feel for the space, we'll put down some fencing right there. Just basically across the entire space. Maybe that's a tree, so we'll leave that. We'll also kind of maybe leave this open. But just so we kind of have that little bit of mint and orange to the front. We've got Biscuit and Stitches who, oh wow, had a conversation and then they ran into each other. Great. And then perhaps, oh wow, it turns into like a little circle thing. That's interesting. Okay. That might be decent. I don't know how far I would connect this. Maybe, you know what? Maybe it would be connected completely in the center bit though. We could break it up for like a flower, but then so it's almost like a gated community, you know? It's just like a little neighborhood park, right? Like, I feel like that seems very cutesy. Yeah. Okay, so we've got that fence. You know what? We're also gonna put it here because I don't yet know if this will really be a tree. So we'll also put it here, and then I'll also just move it around the side just a tad, although not loving the connection, but you know, the corner thing here also might just be a tree. I feel like that's a good tree spot. Okay, so there's that fence. Now, what we can also do is we can place some of the fence items in the background, so that maybe it gets more of that mint vibe, and just you can also put a custom design on it. Those are actually really cute. There's this one flower code that I've been putting on the fences, and it's actually very adorable. Right, but so it's kind of like this fence here, and then there would be a tree in front of it too. I think that could work out pretty well. Let me make some space adjustments. I think, because I want to bring the street a little bit further back so that I can also block off this part. So that would be... That would be 1, 2... see, because... Oh wait, would it be? Hold on. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So I guess this would be the fence, right? 2, 4, 6. Yep. Let's see if that works out. Spacing wise. I feel like it's not. 1, 2. Oh yeah, this would have to be pulled over. We could also overlap something somewhere. I don't think that would be a problem. Okay, the clothesline poles I want to keep because I think those would be a good, maybe even a good item somewhere like here. Can we push that? Yes. Well, considering maybe there's not like a tank, but these might be cute, or also somewhere like towards the front. So we're gonna keep the clothesline poles. I'm gonna deposit them maybe just on the street real quick. So that one goes here. I can't drop it because it's customized. And then we'll keep the park fencing for sure, because I might have to do some adjustments there. And then I will quickly empty my pockets, because I don't think any of this is needed. Oh yeah, the tank I might just return to, and I still have the mint one placed down, so that's the one I really need. And then I'm gonna get the rest of the fences that I have. 2, apparently. That's not very good. I mean, we can try around with the orange one. I think I might want to keep all of these in mint, though. And then perhaps we We can already maybe customize some of these mushroom platforms. I think we'll use this. We'll use this, and we'll maybe also use the glowing moss stool. I don't know if you can place things on top of it. Can you? Can you place things on top of the glowing moss stool? Sometimes I'm confused with a couple of the stool items. It's like really weird because you can sit on them. And sometimes you can even place those on other things. But sometimes you can't. Like there's the spooky one, like the, you know, the pumpkin stool. I'm pretty sure that you can place things on top of that one. Because I've done like stacks of pumpkins essentially. But then you can't place those on other things. But then maybe the glowing moss stool you can place on other things. I don't know. Let me try that. Now I'm curious. Now I need to know. Oh my god. I feel like I just saw a little glitch or a little bug. Yeah, oh my god, that's so interesting. In this menu, the S from small isn't capitalized. Small mushroom platform, it's not capitalized, but then here it is. Very interesting. Because when I just customized and she said like, ooh, I customized this and that, it also wasn't capitalized. That is very interesting. Wait, I'm supposed to be a fence. Hold on. That was supposed to be a fence. Ooh, it's like half a tile off. Okay, can we work with that though? Would that be okay? I think it would be okay. The problem, I guess, is that if we customize it with the flower that I told you about, the flower would maybe not be centered, which might look a bit off from the front, but at the same time, probably not that serious. You know? So this would be an option. This would be an option. It might also be better to push these against the back, the very back, like against the cliff, and then have the trees further to the front and kind of layer some more things there. Actually thinking about it now, that might be the cuter option. And then of course we've got the mushroom platforms, which I think I want to scatter like just throughout the area. Oh yeah, glowing moss stool. Yes, because you can place these on top of other stuff. That makes no sense. Like, why is it a stool if you can do that? You know? Okay, question. Can I, if I drop something, does it drop it on top of it? Was I standing too far away or does it just not do it? See? I think that you can't place anything on this. Which is a little weird, isn't it? That is a little weird. Okay, let's go and collect my miles. First things first. Then I will maybe grab a random... Ooh, or instead of tassels, we can also give it flower edges. Oh, I think the flower vibes are too much then, though. Let's see. Let's try this with flower edges. Oh wait. If not, I will, might just grab us a tassel code. Oh, is Biscuit going home? I will say Biscuit's house really fits him pretty well. Like, it's not a terrible idea. It kind of just increases the blanket space, I think. But also, is it too much? Oh my gosh. There we go. Because that's a lot of flowers. think maybe that's too many flowers. Should I maybe, or can I maybe make the blanket coat a little bit bigger though? Like what if I just add on another line to the front here? Oop. And then also to the side here. Then I'd probably have to remove this piece or the orange piece. Yeah, okay, maybe not. Like, I think, again, could work, but maybe the space I'm working with is too limited for something like that. So we'll go with the 2x2. We'll go with the 2x2 and then, like, the layered vibe. And we'll do a little bit more of the mint instead of the orange. And then we'll do, ooh, or this instead of tassels. Oh, maybe that's cute. That was the wrong code. That was the wrong code. Okay, I kind of like it, but I'm wondering if the edges also need something then. That is cute. Cute, but maybe also weird. Oh my gosh, wait. Okay, weirdly enough, I kind of like it. Shall we try and go with that for now? Then should this also have, because then once again it feels like too much. It's cute, but it feels like a little bit too much. Or would maybe the corner here just have this piece? Yeah, maybe better. Maybe the other way around though. So it kind of goes a little bit further back. Because I think we'll put an item here anyways with the tree being there. Maybe that flower is there and then this one is just the corner piece. And then we have a little bit more room on the front to plant some actual flowers. Maybe? It feels a little weird, doesn't it? But is that maybe just Kidcore, you know? I genuinely think it might be. Let me grab some flowers because they are going to be like an important part of this, this area. So maybe we can start spreading those around and then add in some of the like plushies in between. And my initial idea is actually, I don't know if I even mentioned that. My initial idea was to create like a bigger flower field because I thought we had the houses pushed a little bit further back and then more room for flowers, which we don't seem to have. And then I wanted to have a flower field, but put in a bunch of either like the mushroom platforms or maybe some like simple stools, anything to kind of get some of the mint vibes. And then I wanted to place around the paint buckets, paint cans. I think they might be called paint cans, and some bears, and like pretend almost as though the bears were like painting the flowers. I still think that's a very cute idea, but I don't know if I can make it work with the space that I have. And now I've come up with, or like I've added the picnic, which further kind of takes away from that. But we might still attempt to kind of, you know, hint at it at least. And then we do have some room and like across the street too, which obviously, I mean, we might place some trees, but I think we also could just be planting like kind of like here, you know, like we've got that room. And I feel like I don't want to just place too many trees because that'll block the street. And the street is one of the things I love, so don't want to block it too much. Okay, let me return this tree too, because I've been known to forget to return trees sometimes. Okay. Yeah, because we've got like quite a bit of the white flowers, you know? Trees. Let's do maybe a tree here and a tree here. Some of them will be very small. And then maybe here. And then I think this one is probably a good idea. And we might have one. Oh, actually, maybe here. And then I do believe we're going to need something back behind the house. So maybe there. Yeah, that seems like it makes sense. There and then maybe here. So let me plant an orange tree and then I think a cedar to keep it very like different to that. And then maybe this will be a second stage hardwood and this could be a small cedar. Maybe second stage, but maybe also just first stage. I like to always use these like custom designs here. Because as we have established by now, my brain isn't the best, so it keeps forgetting my plans from like 3 minutes ago. So I like to do this so that when I go time traveling in a few minutes, or like, I don't know, 20 minutes, I still kind of remember my plans. Okay, I don't want these trees to be too tall just because otherwise we're going to end up blocking the houses too much. And I feel like instead of combining or like bringing the neighborhood together, it might just completely, you know, divide it and break it apart. But yeah, it feels a little bit weird now because all the surrounding bits have the white flowers and the center is more like dark, or yeah, with the orange and the mint. Feels a little bit odd, I think. I'm trying to think of maybe removing some of this and having maybe that same flower here would work. Or could we just do like a doorstep with cardboard? Okay, well, I think that already does help. New idea. A cardboard doorstep. Because who doesn't want a cardboard doorstep, am I right? But so maybe we use some in-game pathing because it always makes the edges a little bit softer. And then we just bring in some of this, some of this, some of the yellow. Some of, yeah, let's do this and then some more of the yellow. Okay. And then maybe this one is different too. I'm still kind of trying around. Is this definitely not sure this will be the final design. But yeah, I think it's too much of that white pathing right now. I do like it, and I'm actually very willing to make it work because I've been struggling a bit finding a path for this color scheme that I like, and I feel like this one has come the closest so far. Let's do orange, and then let's do this, and this, and then maybe this. And then maybe also some cardboard. Maybe the orange is weird. The blanket code, I don't know if that snaps to the pathing. Oh, but you can't see here, so maybe that's okay. And maybe that's better. This is very random. This is very random and very messy. But hey, welcome to Kidcore. Welcome to Kidcore. Okay, mushroom platform goes back for now. And then let me start planting some flowers, right? Let me go start doing that. Just to my heart's content. I don't think there has to be any rhyme or reason to this. Since I want that flower field vibe, I think it can be quite a lot of flowers, actually. I might just try and sort of not plant them like directly next to each other, maybe. Just always like diagonal or with like a tile in between. I should get some lily of the valleys too. I think those could be cute and soft, you know? Okay, let's definitely put something here. We're gonna also have some doubles. Like that's kind of not to be avoided. With like lots of flowers in close vicinity, that's just gonna happen. Let's maybe put a white one. Although it feels more like we need the white one on the left-hand side, because there's still like a lot of pathing, I think, right? So maybe the white Cosmo goes here. Okay. Like I want this to be a hyacinth. But an orange one. I'm gonna have to get some of the trees to grow. Because with the numbers and like the taller weeds, like there's a lot of things kind of coming together here that make it a little bit messy looking, which is kind of fine. That is not where I wanted to plant that, which is kind of fine, but perhaps not exactly what we want. Okay, maybe this has to be a hyacinth. Like I said, I feel like, you know, it's gonna be quite double in some places, and that's okay. That's okay. Because this would be a good lily of the valley, I'm not gonna lie. I can kind of see that. Something here. Probably something like around the houses also. Here too. Oh wait. Tulip is right there. Oh, but Cosmo is right there too. Okay, whatever. Whatever. Okay, I've got a tulip on the right, so let me put a tulip towards the left also. Okay. Okay. I'm starting to kind of lose the overview of like what I like and what I dislike. And so what we're gonna do is I'm gonna go grab the pictures from all the people living here. Biscuit, Sasha, Mint, and Joey. They still need to be customized. I need to order more Dreamy Bear toys. Oof. I already ordered things today, right? I think I already ordered things today. Dreamy Bear toy. Yep, okay. So I need to do that the next day. Will I remember? Or will I not? And I think I did have some space left open. Let me also grab, yeah, because these here, the paint cans. Let me just grab some so that I can kind of flop them around. And just to remember them, really. Then maybe push the mint ones towards the front. Right, and then we'll definitely have some Dreamy Bear toys. We need more of the mint action, so there'll be some more. These will also have a picnic. We can also bring in more friends, by the way, for sure. Right, paint cans, glowing moss stool. Mushroom platforms. This hugely depends on the trees. We really need to time travel. Oh, right. And then the nook. Oh, I have a question actually. Can I put the Nook ink cushion and have a bear sit on top of that? Does that work? It does work. That's kind of cute. That's kind of cute, I think. Okay, more paint cans. And different toys are needed, so they don't all look the same. And they'll have a little conversation in the center. Oh, yes. Okay, wait. I'm starting to like it now. This is good. This is tying it together, I think. And we'll spread more of those toys around. Okay, wait. It's going places now. It's going places. Oh, I love this moment. Like, okay, I still might be doubting it. I probably will return to doubting it, but I was doubting it so much. And now it's just felt a little bit better. So that's really good. That's really good. Okay, I'm gonna customize all of these with... Oh yeah, you can't do that. I'm gonna customize all of these to be the pop one. Mint is happy. Oh my god, look at her ice cream too. She's whistling. Is she also happy about this? Did she see the bear picnic? She was like, oh, this is gonna be my place to live. Now she's happy with her ice cream. Oh, to be a villager in Animal Crossing. I mean, it probably depends on the island. I know that there's some like horror themed island. I don't know how much villagers would love to live there, but you know, it could be a very nice life. Okay, and then I'm just gonna place the pictures down because I want to keep them. I want to actually put them in front of their houses. I haven't done that on my islands in a while, but I always really liked it, and I feel like, especially for a Kidcore theme, it feels a little bit on brand, right? It feels a bit on brand. Did I assign everyone to the correct house? I think so, right? Sasha, Joey, Mint, Biscuit. Yes. Okay, wait, let me go into picture mode real quick, because I kind of want to see how this... Oh my gosh, Biscuit, I'm so sorry. I keep catching you in these photo moments. Okay, yeah. I think I can see it though. When we've got more dreamy bear toys and such, Mint now entering the picture very, very happily. That's really good. Okay, tell you what, we'll go and skip a day so we can start growing these trees. I actually might have to start like prepping a couple of trees somewhere else. Like I don't think I want to do a full tree storage because recently that's been more, I don't know, more annoying and more limiting to me than anything else because I somehow always plant the trees exactly where I want to work next. And then having to like eat something before I dig up the trees is kind of annoying. So it's not going to be like a full-on storage. But what if I just plant a couple of like first and second stage trees somewhere so that it's just a bit easier for me to kind of use them? Okay, what was it that I wanted to order? Was it plushies? Did I want to order plushies? I think so, right? I just wanted to order a couple of the dreamy. Oh my god, why do I not remember this? Dreamy bear toy, yes. To be fair, I did take a little break as I was time traveling to just quickly have a bite to eat. So that was a little bit longer than just 4 minutes. So maybe I'm excused. Maybe my brain is excused for not remembering. But then again, is it? Okay. Ooh, all right. So like, if I do place the paint cans here, then I wouldn't be able to stunt this except for like towards the front, which isn't the cutest because I can't really cover it up. I will do it for now because I don't want to stunt the other tree that's close by, this one here, because that's supposed to still grow a little bit further. But I think I might have to switch some things around there. That is okay. I knew that was going to happen. I was hoping it wouldn't, but here we are. Also might be able to use these though, either like dropped or also placed, because they do come with a little like white vase, and that obviously kind of is on brand. So yes. Okay. Now there's a bunch of packages that I still need to unwrap. There are a bunch of trees that still need to grow quite a lot as well. But you know what? Why don't I try and go do the little tree storage that I just said? Might just be nice to have just a little bit, you know? Just a little bit. Also, should I check Nook's Cranny real quick? Just if there's anything nice, because I still apparently need to purchase things. Okay, we have a green toaster today. I might get the sandcastle though. I think some sandcastles along the beach probably fit the Kidcore as well. Oh my god, just imagine a little sandcastle and then just like a dreamy bear toy, or like a I don't know, what is the other one called? But there's like another bear plushie, just that next to it. That's kind of cute, right? But for now, we'll kind of not focus on the beach, of course. Yeah, but let's go plant some trees. I actually am also thinking about making this island a, well, I guess mini map or mini island. I have a fully grown and a third stage here. I will actually grab those. I probably can use these, which is, yeah, like a start anyways. But yeah, so I've been thinking about making this a mini map or mini island, which essentially just means that I'm not going to fully decorate like 100% of this island, but rather I will close like some of the sections off. One of them being this part here. Like I think next to the canal, I might remove some of the landscaping and then just, let me put the tree storage, maybe like here. Yeah, I will remove some of that landscaping and just add maybe some more trees and also like fences. And then, yeah, just kind of close this left part off and then reduce the overall amount that I have to decorate. Like maybe that'll help because I have done it once before. I currently have, a series going on my second channel on Sparksby Unwind, where I decorate like, gosh, my pockets are full. Okay, wait, let's go get started on planting these trees and I could free up one slot. But yeah, I decorate like one of those mini maps, and it's been really nice because it feels a lot less pressuring if you know that you don't have to perfectly connect or like perfectly work on the entire island, but you can just not worry about some parts of it. Or yeah, you can also just continuously use one area to kind of, like here, store your shrubs and yeah, whatever else you want. Trees. I have some crops somewhere that I should probably move over. And that's been really nice. So I may want to do this more often. And if you close it off the right way, like if you just try and connect pretty much everything else and then just kind of close the space off so you just don't really, you're not able to access it like at all, then, you know, it's not really noticeable if you're like walking around, which is really nice. Oh, I suppose I do still have the pipe here, right? Yeah, okay. So the pipe is also right there, and then I can take the stone with me. Okay, perfect. There we go. And then I can unpack some of these boxes and also put those away. Oh, right, the fence. Glowing moss stool. I'm gonna just quickly place that here. And the mushroom platform. I'm gonna leave one more glowing moss stool. Sandcastle. Okay. Right, and then just briefly, because I remember that these are orange, I'm gonna replace them with the mint. The ones directly behind the house, like, I don't think I need to customize whatsoever. Oh, but actually I did want to place them back against the cliff, did I not? That's okay, I can also still do that. But then this way at least they're placed down, you know? And then I will take you with me. I might move you somewhere else, but I'll just make sure that this is already the fully grown. Nice. Okay. I'm gonna need something here to kind of block like some of that empty space. I'm thinking if that's maybe a good space for the clotheslines. Perhaps. So maybe one of them is directly adjacent to that little mushroom platform. Oh, I guess you do need, well, we'll probably need something a bit smaller too. Now I'm wondering if we can make like, if we can have a dreamy bear, almost like hanging laundry, you know? I don't know. I feel like those are kind of the cutie things though about like Kidcore, is that you can kind of get away with like a lot of stuff that's just cute. You can kind of have like plushies doing like different tasks and stuff. I could maybe also place a bucket. Or like a unicorn. Yeah, it'll be, because we have so many like orange and yellow flowers. See, this is the one we have too, the baby bear. Or a gnome. Oh my god, the gnome could do laundry. They have their hand out, which is very fitting. But yeah, because so many of the flowers are actually yellow and orange, I think that for the items, we're gonna focus more on mint. But maybe this is good. Do they need something to kind of elevate them a little higher? Perhaps. This could also have a custom design on it. Oh, my pockets are full again. Oh yeah, because I didn't put away the stuff that I have. Right. Okay, garden gnome. Let's see. That is kind of cute. That is kind of cute. We might elevate it like just a teensy bit, but I feel like probably not much more than like a Zen cushion. I feel like more than a Zen cushion is probably too much. And then like a shrub behind it, you know? And then here we've got a unicorn that they can converse with. Oh my god. That's so cute. That is so cute. Okay, do I have anything else that I want to use right away? Oh yeah, the tin bucket, I suppose. If I place this the other way around, so we see like the mint colored one. And then maybe there could be one more. There could be one more like here in front. The carrot is also adorable. The carrot shirt. Yeah, and in that case, I think it'll actually be very beneficial if the fences are towards the back here. Because it won't quite look so messy. Okay, like that. Oh, I thought that might work. Okay, wait. I mean, switching them up. Oh, switching them up is kind of cute too. I was kind of planning with them all being mint, but maybe switching it up is actually better. Okay, but so this would be the fence, right? Can I see that again from the front? Okay, I think I may want the carrot shirt towards the inside. I just find that, oh, not like that. I find that very adorable. So like that. And then, you know, the other one could also be sort of somewhere behind it. Or like one could be somewhere here. I think I would also maybe like. Depending on like tree locations and all that as well. Mushroom platform with the picture. Sasha's photo, there we go. Yeah, because that also would be very cute. I like that. And then maybe even here, there could be a second one in front. Now, I think it will be nice to have a tree like here. And then probably we should use that like space that we have around the beach. And either place one here or further to the front. I feel like I'm going to do the same thing again with like orange and then a cedar tree. Small young orange. This was the nursery. I still have a large young hardwood. Yeah. Because this one might be nicer further to the front. And perhaps also, you know, it could be a hardwood instead. This is a good space for a tree. Yep, because that does work. I feel like that's nice. And then maybe we can do a smaller one like here. Perhaps, okay, I don't have another cedar, so I'm gonna have to get more saplings. And I'm gonna have to clean up my pockets. How long have I been procrastinating this now? Okay. Oh, I should have grabbed the flower. Later. Later. Okay, so all this can go away. The Dreamy Unicorn toy, you know, I might use, but I'll just get it back. Sandcastle, footrest. The fencing, I will also get out again, but I'll just get the ones that I need. Some of them are orange, so I feel like that'll confuse me. Okay, I definitely wanted to grab some cedar saplings, and then I did just think about a stacked bottle crate, perhaps, or in front of Biscuit's house here, just for the picture, you know? So this and this, perfect. Yeah, I think it's shaping up to be rather cute. It is shaping up to be rather cute. Okay, also, I really like the way that you can see that orange tree now behind Mint's house. I like that a lot too. Okay, I still think the tank isn't the worst idea, but then also it does feel a little bit out of place. So maybe it shouldn't be the first thing you see. And perhaps we can place like another cedar tree back there, like a tall, like large, fully grown one. That's it, fully grown one. We'll also move over the fence. Oh yeah, I'll have to pluck some weeds. That's all right. That is all right. Okay, so you will be a fence. And you, and then I think definitely at least you. Maybe like one more. I don't know if we'll bring it all the way to the side. I also have absolutely no idea what to do here. Yeah, but maybe like, you know, we could put like a telescope, and then a bear toy. Is that what it's called? Someone's just looking out at the distance, or maybe someone's painting something. Okay, would this be a good tree then? Yeah, I think so. This would be a good cedar sapling. And then also maybe we're just gonna go ahead and already place this one here, perhaps as a third stage. I'm gonna have to check on this. I don't know if this will show up or if third stage looks good, just as a maybe. Oh, same thing here. Before I forget, this will be third stage. All right, and then this is where I wanted to place a tree or plant a tree. And I think this one will be just a second stage. I don't think this one should be too tall. Okay, you'll grow a little bit further, so will you. Then we'll definitely have a tree here. We do have a tree here, which makes me think we shouldn't have one in the center, but then maybe here. And then also maybe here. We only have that one line where we can even plant anything, so we're gonna kind of have to work with that. I'm gonna say orange tree and also cedar. Let's hope it's not gonna get too repetitive. And then perhaps, depending on what shows up, that might be the tank. You know? It's 2 by 2, I think. Could also be pulled here in case we have a fence behind it. And then you sort of still see it, but there would also be like a tree. And I do think we need some more fence there. Let's get, actually I need some more over here too. And we need to kind of adjust the pathing. Oh yeah, let's go do that real quick. And then we can place the fence at least. And then we're gonna do some tree growing, I think. So I definitely want to be able to place at least one line of trees. So I'm thinking up until this at least needs to be removed. Actually feels like maybe one more. Yeah. Let's do one more. Kind of like this. Okay, and then I will start up my island designer. And we'll have to remove that bit of dirt path. Okay, and then I also would like to have some pathing here. Some sidewalk tiles, sorry. Some sidewalk tiles, I mean. Probably like this, and then the yellow one in the center. And then how did I have that? Oh, I see, I see. I did have like the intersection sort of thing here. All right, we'll probably be able to kind of bypass this, like, I don't know, problem with the line there with just one of the flowers. So we'll put the flower here, then it was the yellow sidewalk, and then we'll put like a larger flower there. And then I think it already looks much cuter. Okay, so path is fixed. Now let me grab some fencing or fences. At least 4, I think 5. I don't know if we want to have like maybe 1 fake building here at the very start. I think maybe that's cute. Or maybe with the curtain partition. No, maybe the simple panels is better. And then fence. Oh, I still don't have enough. Okay, I did order the Dreamy Bear toys though, right? So that's not gonna work out. Not today anyways. Okay, so loft bed kind of always needs to be placed around this way. I should probably customize it to hold like something mint colored. And then maybe this is where the fences just kind of start, you know? Because otherwise, I can't get the trees super close. Like I can't place a tree here. And then we can barely cover up like this, like incline, cliff, whatever. Maybe 2? 2 types of buildings and then we start the fence? Let's try that. I will meanwhile deposit our fence pieces over here. Deposit as though we're not going to leave them here. Okay. Oh, see, 2 more would actually make this very even. So now like 1 more would make that even, which is something to consider. Oh, come on. I know that that is enough room for the tank. There we go. Which you can also put a custom design on, by the way. So we could also make it a little bit more Kidcore. Just a little bit. Okay. Lily coming over to check. Oh, I haven't put in a flag either. Okay, so I want to customize the loft bed. And we'll put that like blanket design. That's been like one of my go-tos for this one. Feels very fitting. So we're gonna put that on here. And then we're gonna put, I think just the windows. These here on the simple panels. And 1 more. And then we're gonna put, I think maybe the orange flower on here. We've got a little bit of that orange. A lot of the other spaces, or like a lot of the other things in this part are more mint focused. Which once again, you know, it's good because I can't do that with the flowers. So at least it can kind of do it like that. And then we'll push that all the way there. Perfect. Yep. And simple panel. Yep. And simple panel. Perfect. And then I would love to cover up this here. So I'm actually thinking of placing a tree like there. And then maybe here. Then here. Then here. That would really nicely cover all of that up, I think. So what I think I'm gonna try is to do a third stage sapling right there. Maybe let's do a fully grown cedar here. And here. And then a hardwood here. But probably also third stage? Question mark? Gonna have to check the overlap of all of those. Okay, and then I'm gonna go check my Nook miles. Oh yeah, furniture. You see, that makes sense because I have to customize a lot of stuff on this island. Okay. And then I don't know how to do this like transition because that could be our little flower path here. It could just be like a little patch of flowers. Or something I have used before, I think. Oh my god, the ice cream looks good. Is I've done like some of these tiles here. Wherever there's like an intersection, or not like an intersection, but whenever there's like a crosswalk, which I guess I haven't really done anywhere except for the entrance. I wanted to do like the darker orange. I guess it hasn't been very often. Shall I attempt to do the cassette tape? Okay, that's also cute. I have barely used that before because I never know where and how. But I kind of like that design a lot. Okay, other option. I'd probably have to use this one, right? This and this. Oh, I don't know, that one? Too much? Question mark? Or bring all that a tile further in. Ooh, or like this. Hold on, so it's like... That would be a side piece, right? And then that's the bottom left corner. Kind of cute. That is kind of cute. And then, I mean, this, I think this would be a shrub. And this would probably be a flower. Oh, would it be a yellow flower though? Maybe more orange. But you get the idea, right? Ooh, and since the simple panels are half a tile, we could also incorporate another half tile thick item. And I am thinking about, might be guessing it already, the clothesline pole. And then, oh, should we do another like carrot pattern on it? Oh, I need to talk to the Able sisters too, because I think they might have some, I don't actually know, but I think they have some mint colored designs, but I don't have them yet. See, that's what I have on the other one that's all the way over to Sasha's place, I think. I do have the carrot one. Oh yeah, I have the carrot one close by, don't I? Let's do... Oh wait, but this is the same as on the transportation stop. That might not be nice. Although, also looks a little bit different. Let's keep it like that. Okay, Flurry is visiting. Is Flurry maybe sad because she doesn't have this sort of house yet? I know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. We'll get you a cute house too very soon. Okay, I'll go grab a Zen cushion for the gnome. Zen cushion for the gnome, and then I'm gonna grab another clothesline pole. Oh, I need more of those. I'm gonna make that one the carrot one. We're gonna bring that all the way over to Sasha, I think. And the Zen cushion perhaps with the blanket one here. That soft serve ice cream, are you kidding me? That looks just phenomenal. Okay, very nice. You know, perhaps with some stuff like in front of and behind this. Cute. Or maybe also here. That way we don't lose a tile, I think. Okay. Oh yeah, gnome. Gnome attending to laundry. There we go. Okay, that's really cute. I like that. Should I push it up or pull it a tad further back? I guess that doesn't really matter. Okay. What else? Let's plant a tree here. It's almost like mirrored from the other side, I think, but let's place a tree here and then also bring in a cedar tree. Maybe like, ooh, or maybe here. Sorry, here. And then that can be a tree. And then they're all on a different line. They're all in a different like grid. I wonder if this is an orange tree, if that's too much. Maybe that's gonna be too tall. You're gonna just be a second stage. Second stage, there we go. And then I think you might be a third stage, but this also I will definitely have to look at. Okay. And then I'm gonna quickly stop by Abel's sisters to talk to I forgot her name. For some reason I still mix them up. I can't even explain really why, but for those two, so actually I'm German, and I played Animal Crossing Wild World back in the day. And so I always played that in German, of course. And for some reason for these two, their English names just aren't clicking. I know that they're called Mabel and Sable, and then their third sister is like LaBelle, I guess. But for some reason, I always think of the German names and not the English ones. I don't know. Like all the other ones, I mean, I feel like I don't remember a lot of them from Wild World. They, like some of them might not have been part of it anyways. But for the Able sisters, it's always the German names that I think of. Okay, why don't we go ahead and do some time traveling? So we're gonna go one day, because I think that we have a couple of trees to skip after just the one. And then we'll gradually time travel to get all of these grown. And then I think from there, we can probably more easily continue working on this. All right, let's go. Okay, now I've already forgotten all the things that I wanted to order. But I do think I need more fences, right? I think I need more fences. And then I did want to get more of the clothesline poles. That'll be something for the next day, if I manage to remember what that is. Okay, there we go. Okay, pocket space is looking all right. So we're of course going to clutter it up right away with some Dreamy Bear toys. Although these are kind of good because we do need them. for the area specifically. Oh my god, look at the fashionable glasses. Adorable. Okay, all of these are growing and all of these need to continue growing. Right. We do have this one. I'm just gonna not pay attention to... Oh wait, actually I could stunt it to the front. I'm not gonna pay too much attention to the fully grown weeds though, because like if they're behind trees, then you barely see them anyways. I tend to want to keep them because they don't really all that easily regrow if you generally use weeds for decorating. But I'm also not gonna overdo it, you know, wanting to keep them. Okay. So, all right, let's remember to also remove these designs. There we go. Okay, so you need to be second stage. You're already stunted, which we could also just do behind the tree. All of you need to continue growing. Same thing here. You're supposed to be a third stage also, right? Third stage. You all need to continue growing. All right. I'll grab some more peaches. I should probably use peaches more often for stunting than oranges, because the oranges I need for like fully grown trees. Okay, and then I'll just go and stunt these here. So we'll have some first stage cedars and also hardwood. And the ones in the back will just continue growing one more day. Okay, I've ordered something. I think I've stunted all the trees that I need to stunt, so we're gonna go to the next day. Okay, I'll let those things sit in the mailbox for a second. Oh my god, Hamlet. Also perfectly on brand butterfly. Hamlet is determined. We all know how this is gonna go though, don't we? Alright, the butterfly is too fast for him. Everyone's running around again. Absolutely adorable. Okay, right. We have this tree here that needs stunting. We'll stunt that towards the back when the time comes, but for now, just to stunt it, it'll be towards the side there. And you need to be stunted. I could stunt both of them together here, but I think it's probably makes more sense to just stunt that one directly behind it. Like so. Okay. Then we got third stage. All of these need to be third stage. So I think once again, that is mostly it. Okay, let me just do a very quick check on my frame here. How is that looking with the trees? Does anything need to already be swapped maybe? My god, do you see the clothesline pole in the background? It is so windy that t-shirt is really struggling. Okay, I am starting to really like it. I do think if we spread around a few more bears, just a few more bears and like some more of those paint buckets, I really think this could be quite adorable. I think though that this here needs to be a cedar from that like main frame. So maybe we can just try swapping these. That would be the easiest, honestly. So this would be the hardwood. Which obviously brings us to 2 hardwoods here. But I have hopes that that would be okay because the back one is going to be with oranges. So it looks different. And then there is a cedar tree in that frame too. We got two cosmos very close to each other, by the way. But then, well, maybe another hyacinth here. Move that. We'll move that back here. Okay, I like that. I think we're definitely gonna have to have a bear somewhere here. I just have to check on maybe the direction. And also maybe remove some of the tall grown weeds. Because if I once again point that like forward, we're gonna have... They're gonna watch you. Maybe that's not so good. Could be like a good spot though to have this with the paint buckets or paint cans. We just can't have it here then. And I do have a custom design, by the way, which matches, which would be very nice. Like the bear is like sitting halfway on top of the splashes, and then maybe on the blanket we're just gonna put something else. You know? Like here, that would be something else. It's cute. I can't deny it. It is cute. I definitely would want to also have another bear like somewhere here, I think. I don't know which direction that one would be then. The best is, like, undoubtedly or undeniably, the best one is, like, that direction, right? That is the best. Maybe this could be another paint can. Oh, yeah, paint cans we should also order. Have I ordered things today? I have not, it seems. Let's just do 5, and then we'll do the clothesline pulls some other time. I'm sure I'll remember, right? I'm sure I'll remember. Nope, Stitch is interested in the pipe. Imagine the villagers could just hop into that pipe. God, that would be amazing. That would very much be amazing. I might have to go into like my miscellaneous things in a second to kind of grab a few more things, perhaps for like the picnic. I may want to kind of, yeah, like fully focus on that. Although here I am like grabbing things now. Great. Fantastic. I was thinking this could be a good spot for the paint cans maybe. And then another friend for the picnic. Either mom's plushie or the baby. Oh, the baby bear is cute. The baby bear could also wear like a cute shirt. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do the baby bear. Oh, wait. The star is cute. I think it'll have to be this here again. I like this a lot. I might make that my flag for now too. Just so the flag kind of fits as well. And then we'll kind of leave the baby bear here. We need to ooh, different mint, but it's fine. It's fine. We need to stunt some trees, and we also still need like a stool or something for Joey's picture. He is the only one who doesn't have his picture elevated just yet. All right, of course they're hard at work. Love to see that. We're just gonna do a little quick chat. Well, she is talking to us a lot, but she still hasn't given us the first pattern, so. I also don't know. I feel like there's like a polka dot design, but it might also be with like black or something. In which case it would not be great. Okay, no, Cousteau, you're staying for sure. You're staying for sure. It's always like the villagers that you want to keep that are thinking, right? It's never the ones that you want to leave. But this time at least, you know, Stitches is adorable. Oh my god, I knew that this was gonna happen. At this time at least, Stitches is adorable, and I'm very happy just having him on the island. Whereas before, for example, Diva refused to move, and that was not great. Okay, so I will try to just swap them and then have the outside trees grow again. They seem to be sort of too close together. I don't really, to this day, don't really understand why that's happening, because they should all be far enough away. But they somehow stunt each other. But it worked for the ones in the back, so it's, I don't know. No one has to understand that, I think. Okay, one here and one here. Perfect. And then that's all I can stunt for now. Okay. Right, and then I just once again need to do a whole bunch of stunting work. The center bit here is looking quite good. I think maybe I'll remove like some tall grown weeds back here. I feel like this is looking a little bit messy. I'm gonna need like one more item to kind of tie the bears together. Maybe like a snack or something. And then I'll have to extend the flowers a little bit further to the sides, and I will have to, yeah, just all around, basically like all the sides. And I think I'm gonna need some shrubs. And oh wait, you're grown now. Almost missed that one. Oopsie. Okay, so you're grown. All the others aren't yet though. Okay. Yeah, maybe some more trees here. Like that could be a tree. I feel like this space isn't important. Maybe having a tree here is kind of smart. Do we see the cedar tree from the front? A little bit. Yeah, maybe also just here, but like a smaller one, you know? And then I'm wondering if we should extend the park fencing all the way up as well. Oh my god, look at Hamlet. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what to put here. Do we also plant an orange tree? I'd be overdoing it with the orange trees. Although if we bring that a little bit further to the house, maybe that's fine. Right, so let's place that one here. We've got some stack bottle crates, mushroom platforms. Something like orange would maybe be nice for in front of Joey's house. Maybe a Moroccan footrest? Those are more yellow than orange, though. Pile of Zen cushions may be too tall. The spooky chair could work. Something I definitely want to do is another bear on and like a tricycle. If I have more, I do. Bear on a tricycle in front of the street. On this side here. So like this. And then the wooden block stool. And then, oh wait, I think I need to, I can place it from this side, I think. But I think I need to place it from this side and then turn it. Yeah. That is too freaking cute. And we need to include some flowers. And some more flowers on the path, I mean. Oh gosh. It is cute though, right? It's cute. Yep. All right, so testing what I put here real quick. So the options are, let's do the Moroccan footrest first. Wait, Joey's photo? It could be higher up. It could be higher up, not gonna lie. Then it's just the question of what custom design can we put on top of it? Oh yeah, I think that one's good. That one's good. Okay, so we can put the blanket coat, obviously. We could put the tiles here, although they don't really feel like a blanket to me. We could just put this flower because you can't really see that from like on the Zen cushions. I don't really think you can totally distinguish that design. Maybe that just feels like it's something orange. Oh, I'm out of custom designs almost. Yeah, see, because that would just be orange. Ah, yeah, custom designs. I was like, what was I doing here? Custom designs. Oh, gyroids. Okay, the area is too small for everything, obviously, so we're gonna have to limit ourselves. And in this case, we might have to limit ourselves to simply the plushies. But definitely have to build in some gyroids somewhere because they're adorable. What do you mean? They're so cute. I have to include them somewhere. Okay. All right. Yeah, let's go ahead and time travel one more day. Then all the third stage trees should be stunted. And then we can work on, I guess, sort of like completing the area. I don't know if like I'll do the path here or like the part next to the path, I guess. But I definitely want to fix up the road. Yep, so we get like a good overall look. All right, let's go ahead and go to the next day. Also a little check-in moment because I just had a short break to get something to snack and to drink. So this is your snack and drink reminder, I guess. And also, if you haven't taken any meds that you need to be taking, then you should also definitely be doing that. Wait, where do I? There we go. Yeah, so med reminder as well for anyone who needs it, I suppose. Okay, I'm already out of saplings again. Oh, and speaking of saplings, I need to remember to stun the trees in the little I don't know, tree storage, quote unquote tree storage. It's not really. It's kind of like a low-key tree storage, but let's check on it right away before I then forget. Okay, but so it did work. My plan did work. So I'll move this one to the outside. So we only need to use 2 saplings for now. One goes there and then one goes here. Perfect. And then we can go jump back and check on the area. Okay. Oh. Now, I do actually think that this here will be a little bit too... My plan was for that to be like a fully grown tree, right? I don't think that's gonna be that great. Although, I don't know, maybe from this area it will be, but maybe then like a 3rd stage here is too much. I might have to see it. I might have to see it. It also depends. I think if it has the oranges, you know, it also might be kind of cute. We could also maybe elevate this this plushie, and then perhaps this could just be like a shrub. Okay, let me order, because I've been wanting to do that for a few days now. The clothesline pole in blue. Yeah, I do like that one. All right, there we go. So orders for the day also done. And then since we're on it, let's just go to Able Sisters also and check that off. Aw, and they have the pineapple hat today. That's really cute. Okay. Still no pattern. Okay. That's fine, I suppose. I really just want to see what they have, because I feel like there was something that might fit, but at the same time, it might not be perfect. Okay, I didn't start reading it, and so then at some point it just kind of gets annoying. All right. And I might also just check in on the shop, which still hasn't upgraded. Okay, you know, these 2 things might work, to be fair. So might the pet bed. I don't know. I'll get these 2 things. And maybe I'll check the wallpaper and flooring. Maybe the rose wall. Okay, and that's it. I really am pretty sure that I sold them a whole bunch of gold nuggets though, so I don't know what the holdup is. All right. Biscuit seems to be conversing with the plushies, which is cute. So we'll leave him be. Okay, so this one is stunted. This one here will continue growing a little bit. I did plant that cedar tree, which, looking at that now, I might want that one tile further to the front. And then do we perhaps only want that one hardwood tree to be like a 2nd stage? Okay, you are only just starting to grow. I'll definitely stunt this one here though. But then perhaps I don't want both of the cedar trees to be the same size. Would we maybe just want both of these here 3rd stage? Both of these here 3rd stage. I will try for this one to just be a 2nd stage. And then the cedar tree on the right-hand side, that one will grow fully. So that one perhaps. Let's see if I can... Oh yeah, you were stunted. You know what? Well, okay, actually, we'll wait until this one is grown. I was just gonna say, that's a lot of, like, empty space here. We might just move that cedar tree, like, a tile over to the right. I think, well, regardless, I feel like that might be nicer. But I might just wait. You are probably still gonna grow fully. Oh yeah, you need to be stunted. Wait, not with candy, with a peach, please. Oh yeah, and then you need to be stunted, okay. And then all of you here are stunted. I don't know about this one just yet. Okay, let me get one of the tree storage trees. So I'll get a second stage tree. I'm wondering like if I should stunt each of them like specifically, because then I can also like replant trees immediately, which like I'll probably forget to stunt them if we're honest. But at least that way I can try and not run out of them. I don't know. I feel like that's not going to work. Okay. So how does it look if this is just a medium young? Yeah, I think I prefer that. I think I prefer that because it still covers up the design that I don't really want to show, but it doesn't feel quite as suffocating, I guess. Okay, and then you actually will just, I'll do that right now because I feel like regardless, it'll look nicer if it's a tile over. Like right there. And then you'll just continue growing. And then, you know, because these are technically like on the same grid now, but I feel like because of like the angle at which you usually see those trees, like usually you'll run up the street or something, and then I think they're going to be quite nice and they're going to be quite like next to each other, which is good. Okay. Now, I feel like perhaps we can try and go over to like almost, I don't know, trying to complete this flower part at least, and then we'll have to work on like the edges a little bit. But so maybe we can go, I might still want to use the mom's plushie, so I'll drop that here real quick. And same thing goes for the Dreamy Bear toys. I feel like, you know, perhaps we'll bring some more of those in. The toy duck, sure. Why not? I feel like everything else I'll kind of get rid of. I will also get rid of the full stack of weeds because it's kind of annoying. Every time I pluck something, it starts like a new stack. Okay, so I will grab a fresh stack of peaches to put here. Everything else will go into my storage, and then we'll go grab some new flowers. And I think we should also grab some shrubs already, because I feel like around the edges we can really work with some shrubs as well. Might make the entire space a little bit more calming too, which is, you know, that would be something we would want. Okay, new stack of peaches. Let's return to items in a second, and let's first get some flowers. Okay, so we still have, oh right, wait, let's go get flowers first and then get the shrubs after. So we still have some yellow and some white. We don't have anything orange anymore though. I'll grab only one of each this time around so I don't fill my pockets too much and I don't clutter everything full once again. Okay, there we go. And then which ones do I have from the yellow? I have Cosmo and Hyacinth. Okay, so I do need a tulip and I do need a mum. Perfect. And then I have a mum, a tulip, and a hyacinth. Mum, tulip, and hyacinth, and I just need a white Cosmo. All right, and then let's go get some shrubs on top of that. Oh, and I have a fully grown hardwood here, it seems. Let's go move these flowers. Oh, wait, let's go move these flowers as well. Sort the pockets a little bit at least. Actually, we can maybe do, we could put the tree up here. And then here's the orange, and over here is the white. Okay, perfect. Same thing. I believe I will only grab one of each here. And I'd rather like come back and get some new flowers. New shrubs. Instead of like cluttering everything and not being able to use any items. And maybe I can already start replanting them as well. So here we go with the hydrangea. Right, so we've got the picnic in the center. I still want to give them like another focus item, and then we do still have some space here, which would be perfect for like another item as well, which I kind of want to do. I don't really know what though. It would be kind of like a good space for something like the mushroom platform as well, but then we've already used that super close by with the house, unless we kind of put something else there, but then I do want to use those mushroom platforms. I think they're really, really cute. I think they're really cute. So don't just want to get rid of them, you know? Okay, now we will have to try and keep everything accessible, of course, but I think it's okay if you have to like walk like over flowers or something. Like that's perfectly fine. And then maybe I will mark myself some like flower spots for myself first. Just with the spacing that we kind of have, which would be okay to still be flowers, you know? Okay, so this is a bit interesting, but maybe we can just make this a flower as well. We can also move the hyacinth and then have a shrub here. Try that. That would keep the spacing that we've currently got as well. Although at the same time, I will say it probably is cuter if it's moved back here. And I might want to include some carrots. I feel like carrots are cute. Okay, I do like that. I do like that. I wanted this here to be a shrub also. I'll go plant that one. For the sake of this island, or for the sake of this area, I will have to ask you to imagine this without the hydrangea flowers on top. Because those are actually going to be gone for the DA. I'll make sure that they're not on there through time traveling, etc. But yeah, for now, unfortunately, they are there. Didn't I have a flower here and I removed it because it was also a Cosmo? I think so, right? Okay, and then maybe we can have one here. Oh my god, what happened? Excuse me? Oh my god, they're not gonna... She's gonna be like, oh my god, where were you, Malene? Biscuit told me plants will still grow just fine even if you don't water them every day. So I figured everything was fine, but now they're gone? What? That's so sad. It is, isn't it? I tried to water them when I realized they were in bad shape, but it was already too late. Maybe watering every day isn't necessary, but it seems like flowers do need some water. Oh no. That is a little bit sad. Oh no, poor Mint. Poor Mint. Let's see. I feel like here, because we've got the pathing, there's quite a bit of white already. I think maybe we can bring something over all the way to this side, perhaps. Okay, Sasha also taking care of the flowers. I think he heard that conversation. He was like, oh, not on my watch. You know, not on my watch. Okay. Yeah, can we do something? Sorry, Sasha, real quick. Can we do something here? I think so, right? Can we try something yellow, maybe? Mum, I feel like we haven't done in a second. Maybe this has to be an orange windflower again. Okay, it's quite busy. I'm wondering if maybe this here should be something white too. Oh my god, look at Mint. Oh, that's so cute. I'm wondering if this should be something white, or if that's too much. But just because I think it's gonna make like the white flower pathing fine too. If like we, oh my god, Mint, you go girl. If we include some white flowers here and there, like I think that'll probably help to kind of tie all that together and kind of bring things in a few different, into like a few different areas. Okay. Let's have maybe this one be something orange. Although it'll have to be very doubly. And then I'm gonna need another Cosmo, which I don't have. Right, and then how about this here is something white again? Wait, did I say Cosmo? I meant Mum, sorry. I'm gonna need another Mum. Yeah. I feel like I kind of want to take this away. That's been sort of bugging me. I feel like that was a little bit too tall. This one could be maybe a flower. I only have a tulip. Let's try it. I think it should be something orange. I think it's fine. And then maybe here could be a shrub, also without flowers, essentially. Okay, yeah. Right. I want to bring this one here a little bit further to the front. Although, you know what? I also want it to be second stage. And since we do have the tree storage, I actually will grab a second stage. Okay, so second stage cedar. And I will also go get a yellow mum. Apparently they grow better on the outside, is what we learned, right? So we're gonna go plant the small young here. And then we're gonna grab this and put it just behind the tree. That should hopefully work. Oh wait, flower, of course. Maybe it's better to run there though. And since I'm running there, I can also maybe grab a couple of carrots. I like carrots. I feel like I'm going to use carrots a few times. I might also include some pumpkins, but I'll have to look at the area maybe. Oh, I should gift all of them elephant watering cans, shouldn't I? That would be adorable. Flurry was just running around watering everything. Imagine they have like a little cutesy elephant watering can. Absolutely adorable. Okay, here is our medium young cedar tree with the fruit sapling. Perfect. Then we have the yellow mum that I wanted to get for right here. And then let's see. 'Cause something like this here would maybe be a cute carrot, you know? This or like a tile. Oh, maybe a tile forward. I am not opposed to using weeds here as like decoration. I just felt like on the left-hand side it was like a tad too much. But maybe so this one here is just gonna be, yeah, maybe even just some grass. That's fine. Right, we got 2 paint cans here. We got 1 paint can over here, which is a little bit hidden though. Do we think maybe I should bring that one up instead of the bear? Like maybe the bear just chills here on the floor with some flowers. Maybe also with that little splash code. But then maybe the paint cans are like elevated a little bit. I should use some filler coats. The sassy pickle. Or maybe the carrot. The carrot friend. The happy carrot. Happy carrot. And then maybe we'll bring the pickle somewhere else. Maybe we'll bring the pickle like here. And then this will be a shrub. Okay, you kind of don't see the pickle if I place the fence there. That's a little tragic. Okay, pickle maybe somewhere else. I don't know how to feel about like that turning into sort of like that circle. I feel like maybe I prefer this. And then maybe this just needs to be filled with another flower just to test it out, a white one. Yeah, maybe. The pickle needs to go somewhere else. Maybe it's looking at the snacks. If we place some snacks there, maybe the pickle is just also looking at it. Oh my god. Why is everyone having ice cream, but not me? I also want some ice cream, please. Okay, so I could perhaps, behind the picnic, I could perhaps do like the cardboard box or maybe like a bottle crate and then place something there. Maybe also snacks. I feel like snacks like this could actually be rather cute. What else could we place in the center? A lot of like toys, unfortunately, don't really come in like a great customization for this theme. So I don't know how well like any toys would work. I do have like this sewing box quite often, so I guess I was like planning on using that one. I could place more paint cans. I could also put a dropped carrot, maybe. I'm wondering if it's probably on like a half tile or something, in which case I might use a round pillow maybe. Okay, let's see. Oh, technically I could also just drop it here. Because like you can drop something there, you know? But the round pillow does give me like a little bit more movement, I guess. So this was maybe the cardboard box. You know what? Usually I wouldn't put that there because it feels too messy. But this is Kidcore, right? This is Kidcore. I think we might just, once again, I don't know why I keep calling it that because I don't know if it's correct, but we might just have to ground it. That's what it feels like in my head anyways. We might have to just ground it by like dropping an orange somewhere else. You know? Okay, and then I brought the savory bread, which we could place on top of this. Or of course we could show it into the camera. That is perfectly fine too. A snack, and then I brought the coins for the street, and of course I have the pillow. Yeah, that's kind of cute. I think it is, right? Is the snack like placed too low though, I guess? Or should we maybe place the snack on here and the bread just maybe doesn't get its moment right now? Or this is another moment for the fire flower, which I have been loving a lot. We still also have a toy duck. We have the mom's plushie. We have some room here too, by the way, which I find a little bit interesting. What about the carrot? Better, yes. Oh wow, what a meetup. Wow. Oh, right. I wanted to maybe put that on top of something. Maybe Moroccan footrest here towards the front. I don't mind the snack there, but it might also be something taller. Which still doesn't 100% clear up what we're going to put here. Or should it be something else kind of turned around so it kind of talks to them? Maybe it's just like a circle of friends. I don't know. Toy duck is of course also an option. Feels a little bit too small, I think. Okay, I will go grab a Moroccan footrest and a fire flower. Okay, perhaps for the paint cans. I feel like that's neither worse nor all that much better, so, you know. I guess up to us, or me in this case, because I have to make the decision. It feels a little bit like the fire flower is the leader of the group now. Well, you know, do we like that? Because then it's great. Or is that too much? I think once again, we might have to bring another fire flower into the mix if we want to do that. I'm okay with that though. Toy duck, savory bread, mom's plushie. Right, okay. I have the coin. Something else I wanted to see is like perhaps a car. I kind of suspect that it will cover up too much of what we have done with the neighborhood though. But so I'm gonna grab a car. Yes, I still have one. I also have a yellow one. Okay, let's see. And then I need another fire flower with, I think, something like some stool, some type of chair. Maybe that one. Yeah, because this one won't work, I don't think. I'll probably have to grab another fire flower, actually, somewhere on the left. Like, well, you're not gonna see it in the frame. You're not gonna see it in the frame. Let's see if that's okay. Oh, maybe it doesn't need to be on top of anything else. Maybe it's better if this is a bit smaller. Yeah. Okay. It's fine, but not great, I think. Like, I think an item over there is good, but maybe not the flower. I was kind of looking in that frame of like how I could distribute them. Somewhat, it feels like there could be one like here. And then maybe the next one is actually gonna be, oh, we're gonna have to pluck the weed. That's fine. The next one would be here. God, Mint is a paid actor at the minute, isn't she? Okay, the one to the front you barely see. Or wait, maybe now if there's one towards the front there, maybe this is better, but maybe we actually put it on that throwback container. I've done this combination before and it's very chaotic, but it's kind of good. Like for the theme and all, you know? There's just this random like train. Yeah, almost feels like it should be lower down than the center one, doesn't it? Okay, let's take a little break from the fire flowers for a second there. I don't know, maybe they're too show stealing. But yeah, let's take a short break from them and let's do the flowers here on the street. So I'm gonna grab the small one and I'm just gonna paint away. Actually, let's put that there. Okay, I've already put this down, but I'll remove it quickly just so we have the flowers like distributed like everywhere. And then we can add on the stuff again. So that'll be regular, that'll be a bake flower. I think I used quite a lot of them, didn't I? Yeah, okay, I have quite a lot of them. Let's do a big one here, small one, maybe then nothing, and then we're gonna do small and small, and then here is a big one, and then small, small, maybe a small one in the corner. And then I'll grab the big one for here for sure, and then here. And then maybe this. Feels like it needs another small one though. Maybe there. Okay, so I've included flowers. That's good. A little bit more playful now. I did like the little train thingy here, or like the tricycle thingy here. I wanted to check on that mini car that I got. And then perhaps also include a couple of coins here. So the problem with the mini car, so I have to kind of push it like this if I want it to look like it's driving on the street from like this perspective. And then I suppose we just need to figure out if it's covering too much or if we like it. Probably from like that frame that we're trying to focus on. Wait, sorry, that's the custom designs. I'll go here and then up. Okay, I think I like the fact that you can see a car here. I think I want to try the yellow one though. Have a yellow car here. Yep. Then we're gonna do the tricycle situation right there. Maybe something, I don't know what type of mint things I have. Okay, we could do a scooter. Or we could also like place the coins here, but then make the car mint, teal, whatever it is. Okay, maybe a tad further in. I love these coins, but they can be a little bit hard to place. I won't lie. Okay. I'm really putting a lot of stuff around. I think it's fine. A little bit of lag on a Kidcore island feels very normal, right? Like, I think that Kidcore is really... Who honked the car? Asha. Kidcore is really where it feels like almost like you need a bit of lag. All right, so... Oh yeah, I suppose what I could also just sometimes do is like some of these trains on the street, just like one or two of those, like behind each other. Do I like the coins here? I think I do. But then I actually might want the mint car. Yeah. The thing is also I want to try and obviously, you know, make it full enough so that it feels kidcore, but also I don't want this to be too much where like walking around, like just the simple fact of walking around is annoying. So, you know, we got to keep a good balance. Right, maybe let's go tackle this street also real quick. Pretty random on those flowers, of course. Kind of how it needs to be though, I think. Okay, let's do one more small one. I might get it a little toy duck friend. Come on, Sasha. mesmerized by the toy ducks. Aren't we all, though? Okay, I had the throwback container, which I think might still be utilized. Maybe like here. Because that's kind of cute, right? The little throwback containers put together kind of looks like a little train. You know, maybe the villagers here shouldn't have access to cars regardless, because I don't know how safe that is. All right, so that tank in the background still feels a little bit random, admittedly. So I'm kind of questioning that one, the one in the back right, I mean. The trees I think are fine there. Maybe I'm gonna include some utility poles instead. I've kind of used that on somewhere on the left. I think I've used the utility pole and like a street light. And also I'm kind of thinking if maybe we should have a crosswalk here, but I don't know if there's going to be anything on the other side, like on the beach to kind of warrant having like a crosswalk. But it also would be cute because it's kind of like almost as if the toy ducks are trying to go over. How wide did I do the previous one? Also 2, okay. Almost feels like it could be 3 maybe. That car would definitely then be illegal in front of the crosswalk, at least in Germany. Because you are not allowed to park in front of a crosswalk like this, I'm pretty sure. But this is Animal Crossing, right? The rules do not apply. The rules quite simply do not apply. Okay, that's kind of cute though. I will say I kind of like that. Okay, so then... Oh, it's 4 p.m. now. Slightly different music. So then let me grab a utility pole. I do believe we still have yet one more day to time travel to get the trees to like our correct sizes and to our desired sizes, if you will. So we'll have to go ahead and do that. I only have 2 utility poles. Okay, let me write that down right away. And perhaps we can also take one of the crosswalk signals. Oh, this, by the way, is one of the items that I feel like is a bit random in its balancing because you can customize this. You can change the light, but it takes 7 customization kits, which is a lot, right? That's a lot, I feel like. For a little light, for a little symbol as the light, it feels like a lot. Okay, so I can't really get there. I just destroyed that tulip. That tree still needs to grow. These trees also still need to grow. But so perhaps this would be a utility pole. Okay, and then you might still be a weed like previously, but just a smaller one. No, maybe just the grass. Maybe just the grass. Sometimes I hate it so much. There we go. Ooh. Okay, I like the utility pole a lot. I like that a lot. It feels like it almost makes the like colder looking houses, like the specifically Mint and Sasha's house. I feel like that makes it okay. And I believe we might have to do the same like symmetrical placement on this side here, almost. We'll need to look at it. I feel like, so the way it is right now, I can't do symmetrical because I think it is pulled one more to the left. Let me check. Ooh, nice looking ice cream. Yep. It is pulled. Oh, it should also just be twisted the other way around. Okay, wait. So it should definitely be twisted this way around, and then perhaps it should be pulled inwards also. I need to stunt that. I need to stunt that tree. Need to remind myself. Remember. Yep. I think that is very good. I really like that, so we'll definitely go do that. And then we can still plant the shrub basically here. So we don't really lose too much. So that'll be a shrub right there. Perfect. I think it was this way around. And then we'll just stunt the tree towards the side. Yep. We need some more flowers right there. And some shrubs. It's cute though. I like it. The utility poles I feel like work for some reason, even though technically there's nothing really like city-esque here where it feels like it shouldn't work, but I feel like it does. Okay. We could still bring the tank in next to it. Perhaps. And I still have the crosswalk signal, but like just from like where it makes sense, I feel like that's kind of here. But then I don't want something as tall as this. We could perhaps bring it to the other side. No. Yeah, no. Okay, I feel like this works better if you look at it kind of like, oh, I don't know, maybe it would be, it does not make any sense, but like, I think here would probably look better. Yeah, looks better in my opinion. Or, you know, if we bring in another tree and then we have it kind of like here. It did kind of look good here. I'm not gonna lie. I am so sorry, Biscuit. Oh gosh, I did not mean to ruin that for you, so. See, that's kind of nice. I mean, this here could be like a crosswalk sort of also, because people from the neighborhood might need to cross over to the incline there. And then that already would make the stop sign make more sense, even though the street essentially stops here. So really, how much sense does it make? I don't know. So it maybe would be here. Or maybe one lower, and then we can have... Oh no, wait. Maybe like this. So this one is a smaller one. And then we'll have another line here. Small flower, and then nothing. And then this was the Lightman one. Yes, okay. Okay, and then maybe you're not here, but... Here? Oh my God, they're gonna always walk around honking the cars. Ah, kind of adorable though. Okay. Yeah, I definitely like those utility poles. Oh, okay, and then do you see the tank? You don't really see the tank. It kind of fills up some space though, so I'm not mad at it, to be fair. Okay, I might do our last time travel right now. Although I kind of suspect that it's raining tomorrow again. I kind of lost sight of what day it is. But it might be raining tomorrow. We'll see. I feel like I'm gonna probably end it somewhere there then. We do obviously have some stuff here towards the front that could still be decorated. But it feels as though we're coming up to a good length of long play. And a lot of this is gonna be just mindless filler. It feels like, especially considering there's so many flowers in this part. So yeah, let's go do that time travel and then see kind of what things are still left open, I would say. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, so that should be all the trees grown. Let's see if that even worked. And let's see also if we like it, because that's not a guarantee, of course. Okay, so now we have that orange tree. It seems quite like, obviously, it covers quite a lot. But I think it kind of works. I think it makes it look very cozy towards the left there. Yeah, I think that maybe for this one, I was kind of already thinking about moving that forward, wasn't I? Kind of want to try that. Just moving the cedar tree here. Like one tile towards the front. That might blend it a little bit nicer with the other tree. Maybe? And then I do think we're gonna need something back here. There is one more fence missing. And then perhaps like we should definitely plant, perhaps definitely is also great. But perhaps we should plant something like here, right? That works. I have a large young heartwood with me. And then also we have, well, we can definitely plant some other tree here, I think. Yeah, I think that's good though. Once there's like maybe just a few small filler things back here, I believe that'll make it quite good. I'll stunt this because maybe it'll even stay this, like a third stage, I mean. Okay, wait, this one needs to be stunted, of course. Let's not forget that. Yes, okay. Oh, I can, okay, I'm gonna have to use a see-through design because someone watered that flower and it definitely spawned another one that I don't want there to be mint. You can do your yoga, but I'm gonna need to just grab this flower real quick. Thanks. That's all. Continue, please. Continue. Okay. These have grown now. Just for the sake of it, should we plant another tree here? There is room. There is room. So I think so, right? Let's just do maybe like a regular hardwood. Just this is continuously filled up with greenery. And then we also don't have to customize the fences, I don't think. I feel like that's covering that up quite enough. Oh yeah, all my trees are starting to drop sticks, so I'm gonna have to... Oh, I should gather them and drop like 15 sticks somewhere on the beach. Oh yeah, this tree is still growing. Yeah, okay, but that's fine. Yeah, that one with oranges I think is good. Okay, wait, actually quickly. I want to see that. No, don't drop the candy. Don't drop the candy. You eat the candy. There we go. Was this also an orange tree? It was, okay. That's already much better here. Oh yeah, I like that, I think. Or would I want that to be a regular tree? Is orange tree too much? But I think it's nice to have one whenever like I can. And just like running past here, I feel like it's nice to have some more oranges in the back there. Unless I swap this with the cedar. So this is the orange tree and the cedar goes in front. Orange tree in the back now, right? Oh my god. You start thinking of something else and immediately the previous thought is just gone. It's just out of your brain. Ah, yeah, okay. I think I might like that even more. And then this was previously an orange tree, but there is literally one right in front of it. So this one perhaps should be like a regular hardwood. And then we'll use the orange maybe more like here. Can that grow? I think it should grow, right? Yeah, let's try that. Okay. Now I'm starting to be a little hungry, so I think I'll go get myself some food and then maybe plop myself on the sofa just to fill the gaps around the edge. And then I will give you a nice little walkthrough of the very, very finished neighborhood. Now, to those of you who are still here at this point, I'm not really sure how to explain this because the long play that you just watched, I recorded almost 3 months ago. I don't know what happened, but I recorded it at the start of May and then somehow got like really distracted apparently, and I didn't really super finish this area. It seems like even at this point I just locked in and kind of looked at it and decided I would just record the ending so we can get this long play out there. But yeah, I got distracted. I did do a little bit more work before I give you a final overview. Let me show you the map. It looks a little bit more dramatic than it is, I will say, because a lot of the pathing that you see here is literally just pathing. There's like nothing much decorated. I am happy to report though that I do now have the final shop. It took so much longer than it should have, but we finally do have it. And then I have laid out the entire street. I have pretty much incorporated all the houses. I started building this little cinema over here, which isn't fully done yet. And then this street here just kind of curves around, and we have the frog neighborhood that I kind of talked about earlier in the video, and then the street goes like straight for a very long time. This is my house, and then it goes down the incline, and this is that cafe that I showed you. And I have decided that anything to the left of this will actually probably not be decorated and therefore cut off from like that mini island plan that I have. But yeah, I also think that I started like a different island in the meantime, like Twitch community island, and I think that one probably distracted me, and so I haven't really played on this. I was hoping that this long play would get me into the flow of things, and it did not. But the area is still decorated, you know, I feel like it's still very cute. I just locked in and I like squealed about all the bears again, and yeah, so I'm happy enough to share this now, you know. We did decorate all of this. We made sure to give all of these cuties a home, and of course add all those bears and flowers. And I'm still determined to build this island up at some point. I mean, it just has to happen, you know? Also, you might have noticed I did talk about like my second channel and my main channel in the video, and now I've actually ended up uploading it onto my second channel because I've gone through a couple of like let's say YouTube thoughts in the meantime, and I have kind of yeah, I've decided that all of my long plays will actually just now move on to my second channel, which is this one here, Sparks Be Unwind. And like the name says, I hope it's gonna be like a cozy channel, and you can just find all the long plays with and without commentary here. And the main channel will be for like more edited videos. I do want to say, especially if you've watched until this point, thank you so much for hanging out today. I hope that the long play was still enjoyable, that maybe you got a few things done, or you were able to play on your own island alongside, or anything else that you did today. I am gonna try to not have the next long play take like months and months and months once again. But yeah, make sure that you are subscribed to this channel, I guess, if that is some content that is interesting to you. And also make sure you give the video a thumbs up if you did enjoy it. And then all I've got left to say is that I hope that I will be seeing you in my next video. Bye, everyone.